Good afternoon, sir.
Hello. I think chief guest has joined. Hello. Am I audible, sir?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Audible,
yeah,
audible,
yeah.
audible.
Yeah, audible, Vijay. You're audible. Yes, sir. You're
All
audible,
right.
sir.
Okay. Okay. So, with the permission from our chief guest, today's chief guest, Dr. B.V. Pradhan, I would like to hand over my session to one of our students, Mr. Prajal Regby. He will be host for this program. Prajal, if you are here, please take charge.
Hello, respected. Excuse me, sir. Can I request you to? Okay, so respected our chief guest, Dr. B.V. Pradhan. Thank you, sir. Director and Principal CCCT Chisapani and SIST Chisapani South Sikkim. Those who are unaware about SIST, it's a BTech college which is in the same compound that we have had in CCCT Chisapani. And our special guest is ex-principal Sir Praveen Pradhan sir. And the basic concept behind this, like valedictory session, or you can say alumni reflection one, alumni reminiscence session, is this is organized by our Department of Computer Science and Technology, CCCT Chisapani, South Sikkim. And the main motive behind this program is to learn on, share, through, and grow. As we know that CCT Chisopani has produced a lot of students who are doing a really great in their own sector, whether it be in entrepreneurship, where it be in their personal job or handling any kind of startups, all those things. They have chosen a good career in future, like ahead, if you see in a whole. So just we want to know more about them, we want to interact with them, we want to ask questions, we want to learn more. So that's the main reason behind this session we have come up with. And it's a talk show on untold story of, you can say, a hard journey, sacrifice, experience, and the main thing is that technology. So I being a host, my name is Prajal Regmi and I am 6th sem student of computer science and technology. So here we have our special honoree who will be speaking on behalf of their journey, on behalf of their uh, the way they feel while they were in CCT college. We have mostly our teachers who are not with us now, but they were. So likewise, in our faculty we have Miss Angela Chiring, who is from Sikkim only, and she has joined CCCT on 2000 1999 I guess, and she had transferred to ATTC, which is also a similar polytechnic college in Sikkim. And in number two, we have Dipankar Moitra sir, who is from West Bengal. He have served us in CCT for 3 years. That is a valuable output from his, like from 2001 to 2004. He have served us in CCT. And our Jaikanan sir. So Jaikanan sir has also served 3 years from 2003 to 2006, and he is from Tamil Nadu. So we have another Mr. N.B. Chetri sir, who is from Sikkim only, and he has served 2 years in CCT Chisapani. So it's a great pleasure to see you all, sir. See you all the guests who are present out here. It's really gonna be an experience and knowledgeable for us. So from now, I want to give this speaking cheer to Mr. Bijay Chetri sir, who is also a program coordinator of this Reflection 1.0 Alumni Remances. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Prajal. First of all, I would like to welcome all the members who have joined here. Myself, Vijay Chetri, I am a senior lecturer in Computer Science Department. With the permission from the chief guest, I would like to start my short report on Reflection 1, the program which we initiated. Firstly, a respected chief guest, Dr. B.B. Pradhan, all the invited ex-principals as chief special guests, Nair, Nivle sir, Suryavanshi sir. Suryavanshi sir is joining by within 5 to 10 minutes. And all of my dear ex-colleagues who has joined, Angela ma'am has joined, Dipankar sir has joined, Jakanan sir has joined, NB is yet to join. My friends, whoever has joined from different sources from this live streaming as well as YouTube channels and Facebook and WhatsApp channels. Respected parents, if any parents have joined, my dear alumni who have joined from different sources, who are watching this program through live streaming, I welcome you all from the bottom of my heart. The Reflection 1.0, we called it as an alumni's reminiscence, which has been coined by the department for the first time in the history of CCCT to create a bridge between the passed out students and existing students with the reinforcement as the faculty members of the department. We wanted to take this advantage of a lockdown, that took place throughout the globe due to COVID pandemic, and mostly it was a work from home culture everywhere. So we decided to have an online meet with alumni and our existing students. So here we are today. So today, I could tell you that we could hear from 24 alumni members during the online meet, which went on through 6 Saturdays and 5 Sundays in the month of June and July. The alumni who has been a part of us since inception of the Department of Computer Science and Technology, who are spread across the globe, they took their time out and spoke to our existing students about their life at CCCT, their struggles and their progresses. They highlighted importance of sincerity, dedication, perseverance, and hard work, which has been there throughout in their studies as well as in the career growths. Some of them advised our existing students to be goal-oriented, and some others said not to take failure as the end of everything. That apart from the general discussion that took place to respond to various queries raised by the students as well as faculty members. As per my analysis, out of 900 plus students who have passed from our department since 2000, everyone was involved in one way or other during the entire program, which started from 26th of June, and its inauguration was held on 19th June 2021. Some of them joined throughout the session during our live program. Some of them had witnessed through live streaming, and others through various social platforms like Facebook and WhatsApp. They keep responding to the program. It was rightly said by Dr. Narayan Murthy that nobody is bothered about the institution more than its alumni. Indeed, any institution's growth and prosperity depends on the alumni who has been power-packed with attaining global experiences. So you have made us feel proud from every aspect of life, my dear alumni, and I would request you to keep those prospects live and kicking. After having successful completion of this program of Reflection 1.0, we, the entire department and the institute, feels that you are still with us and will remain forever for our best days as well as some of the worst days. Hoping to have such interaction more fruitful and real in nature in the future too. Just to put in one point that our students of the department will be initiating an alumni association shortly, and all the alumni will be kept in one single umbrella of communications, sharing, and motivational activities. So, Reflection 2.0 might be conducted under their coordinations and deliberations. Another announcement I would like to make here is from now onwards, we would like to have association amongst our existing finalist students with the alumni members so that the chain does not break and the bonding becomes more stronger and stronger in the near future. So, with this wholehearted thanks to the entire alumni fraternity and my best wishes with their successful career ahead in the future, I would like to sum up my short report here. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Over to you, Prajal.
Thank you so much for like giving a light on this reflection so that we are holding from since June 26, and it was really a knowledgeable and valuable program, I will say in a whole. This program was, and moving forward that I missed one of the part to welcome our uh, principals who have served CCCT from like 2001. So I have some of the principals who have been joined us. So first of all, R.K. Suryavanshi sir, who have served our CCCT from 2001 to 2006. He is from Karnataka. And we have R.G.K. Nair sir, who is from Kerala, and he have served 2007 to 2012. So it's mostly 5 years. And we have Group Captain SK Newly BASM, who is from Chhattisgarh. He have served 1 year, but that was really important to CCCT, that 2013 to 14. So, and at last but not least, Praveen Kumar Pradhan sir, whom we have when I was at first year in 2018 batch, he was there, and now he have been transferred to Education Department, Government of Sikkim, and he is basically from Sikkim only. So here we start our this program. We have different panelists on our list. So first of all, we'll go with Miss Angela Chiring. So I want Miss Angela Chiring to come here with video and like talking about your experience and all the treasures of CCCT. Thank you so much. Over to you, ma'am.
Uh, Good afternoon, everyone. And I won't be able to switch on the video right now because I'm outside. I'll be there with the audio. Sorry for that. But I really like to thank firstly to the organizers for the invitation, especially Vijay sir, the the program coordinator. I was I was very surprised and very happy actually to be invited. And here I see many students which I haven't been in touch for so many years. So I just talked with few of them just before the program started, and it's just so nice to see everyone here. And for CCT to even organize such kind of meet and make so many students available, and this has been going on for so many days, it's really commendable to see that. And it also inspires ATTC, where I'm working right now, to even do something like this. Though we do it on a smaller scale, but on a larger scale we have to do it. And and such kind of meet is very important because like Busy sir said in his speech that alumni is alumni is what makes us drive harder as a teacher, to know that our students have become successful, and to see the success stories, and to see them becoming entrepreneurs, or to work in an office or anything. It's really wonderful to see. And we do connect on various level, either it's on WhatsApp or Facebook or any social media. But right now under one place, to see everyone, even with other principal so who I've worked with, Ajike Nair sir, Praveen sir, BB sir, who was actually my teacher when I was in college. To see everyone here, it's really wonderful. And my experience with CCCT has always been good. I was with CCCT for almost 6 years. Then I got transferred to ETTC. So it was my first job, and I learned a lot of things during that period. And I have nothing but wonderful things to say about my time in CCCT. And even the students, our dynamic with the students was very different than what I see right now. We were almost like friends actually, because and to see them now being so successful is really nice. And I hope something like this kind of meet continues in the future also, so that we get to meet again and interact more and get to know more about each other. And that's all I have to say for now. And thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your glimpse on the CCT journeys and all the students, things, and all those. So, thank you so much, ma'am, once again. The love that you have in CCT will be like till the future, and even we are always blissful that you all, as a teacher, came to CCTT and taught or like students give a valuable knowledge over the same. So next we have Jayakanan sir, who is from Tamil Nadu, and sir, I want you to speak on the same. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much. I am Jayakannan. Sir, good evening, Pradhan sir, Vijay Sethi sir, Aravind sir, and all my senior as well as students. Thank you very much for the opportunity given by you to join this program. Sir, you very much know that we have joined in CCCT during October 2003. So that day only maybe my career has started at CCCT Sikkim. So it is a golden opportunity for me in my career. So I am very much thankful to Praveen sir, Suryamsi sir, and the other persons who have selected me to serve for CCCT. Thank you so much, sir. So while I am working, it was very much happy to associate with Praveen sir as well as Deepankar sir, then Arvind sir, Prana Rai ma'am, Vijay sir. So we are as a lab inspector. They motivated us very nicely, and people out there are very helpful. So along with CCCT, we also go, and I have during 2006 I got opportunity in CFTR Mysore, which is the sister laboratory of CSIR, Council of Scientific Industrial Research. So during my time in CCCT, we have taken lab classes along with Sharing Bhutia sir, Ranjan sir, for C, C++, and other languages like Java, as well as microprocessor also. Uh, the students are very much, they are not only in study wise, they are very good, but in extracurricular activities also. So I like those students very much because they are multi-talented in Sikkim. That is my first time I could see the students in CCCT and as well as in ATTC. They are very much multi-talented. I know that with their capabilities, they can get opportunities around the globe. So I could able to see some of our students like I don't know the first name of her, but Kumari recently chatted with WhatsApp. She is working in New Jersey along with Mona Prasad and some other students also. I am happy to hear these things that Our students are working and serving for various companies around globally. So we are happy. And right now, I am in Tamil Nadu and I am working for CSIR Central Electrochemical Research Institute, Karaikudi. So here, various skill development programs are going on. Uh, in CSIR, some of the labs are divided into chemical clusters, biological clusters, engineering clusters, and other physical clusters, as well as information and science. So each and every lab, they are conducting skill development program for certain categories. Like in if you take engineering cluster, some of the labs are there in CSIO Chandigarh and Siri Pilani, Rajasthan, and some other niche zone that is biological cluster. It is in Assam. Like that, suppose if any of our students interested to do some skill development program in engineering cluster lab, I can get the contact from them. I can able to help to go for engineering means skill development program training, so that further it will be helpful for their career. I will be very happy to keep in touch. I hope Vijay sir, Aravind sir, and Praveen sir uh, will help us to get this kind of skill development courses, so that it will be helpful for our students uh, in their career also. Thank you, sir. I hope we will keep in touch in coming futures also, in near futures. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. And one more thing I want to announce that those who are joining through this mode of Google Meet, they are open to question any of the speakers who are speaking on the text. So the message is open. So Jayakanan sir, I want to ask you one question.
Yeah,
So
please.
like you have served our CCT, I personally don't know because you were too earlier that time. Even I was 2 3 years in that age. So, sir, I want to ask you to like in future, like what the kind of training that an engineering student should go with that will be favorable, and when you were in that stage, like you were in 2003 to 6, and what is difference of that particular training from 2003 to now we are doing? So, what is the scope of coming with new training apart from the study?
So here, apart from study, you can go for data mining kind of trainings. Means data mining, it has great scope that it will be helpful for our career. Data mining.
Sir, you are not audible.
We we can go for data mining kind of data mining uh,
Sure.
uh,
Thank you so much,
and,
sir.
and networking field also.
Okay. Okay, thank you so much, sir. And any of the students want to ask question, they can do a message on Zoom, and I will forward the question to the
Yes, yes,
respective.
please. Yeah, I will get contact of that is if any engineering cluster course skill development training courses will be available in engineering cluster lab. I will get you know.
Sure, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Yes.
So thank you so much, Jayakanand, sir, for your valuable speech on the same.
Thank
So while moving forward, yes, sir. Okay. So we are mostly moving forward to as our program has been scheduled. So now we have a speaker who is Mr. Dipankar Moitra sir, who have served CCT from 2001 to 2004, and he's from West Bengal. So sir, I want to welcome you first because you were not there at when we had a welcome speech over the same. So welcome, sir, and the speaking panel is all yours. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, hi Prajan. Thanks for giving this opportunity.
Thank you, sir.
Do I
Can I
need
request
to? Yeah,
you on your video? Switch on your video,
okay.
sir.
Oh,
And
sure. Video is 15 years older. Huh? What CCCT show means seen me was 15 years earlier. The same face I carry or not, I am not sure. So anyway, I believe you can see me, right? Is my video on, Prajan?
not yet, sir.
Withdraw the content, we can able to see you. I think that the screen is
Maybe due to network lag, sir.
Yeah. Better. Then shall I switch off my video?
Sir, you can
Yeah,
continue your audio, video, maybe we will get it after some time.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks, Vijay sir. Um, yeah, it has been long time that I'm getting a hook of everyone. I have been in touch with many of the people like over the phone, and sometimes I'm lucky like many of our faculty from CCCT and ETTC give a visit to West Bengal because of this Teachers Training Institute in Calcutta. So uh, I always ensure like I at least get a chance to meet all of them during the lunchtime, because that time they are busy in eating Bengali foods, and I also share with them. And yeah, that's it was a great time indeed. Like from 2000 till 2000, yeah, as you said, Prajal, 4 years, 4.5 years. I mostly remember. And that time it was not like computer science was the only division, though I was more inclined to computer science, but we all were taking electronics, computer science, everything that comes under the banner of CCCT. Okay, remember Vijay? I think Vijay, Arvind, all of you remember those days. I do see Prerna is missing, but I'm not sure whether she's part of electrical or electronics or computer. Anyway, but rest of the team members I do see we are here. There were also couple of other team members like Santosh, Pranish. They were there in the earlier years, uh, along with Jayakanan. Right, Jayakanan, you remember, right? Santosh, Pranish,
sure.
and all.
How can I
They were
forget you,
there.
sir?
Okay, so it was a very nice time, and I believe the time is even better now. And since as you said, like 900 students has passed out from um, this institution, Vijay. This is indeed a achievement. I was not knowing like so many people got passed out from here in last few years, and hopefully, and I do believe like they are in their uh, they're doing much better in their walk of life. And as Prajal told, like some of them are entrepreneurs, some of them have settled themselves in some global companies and settled in outside India. So it really feels like I was part of this institution. And yeah, I actually went to industry after having a short stint in academics. So uh, after 2005, I was into Webel for a stint of 1 year, and then I joined Wipro, and for last 13 years I'm in Wipro Technologies only. But I would like to remember that and also refocus like the days that I spent over there, 5 years. It was like giving a shape to City. There were a lot of discussions that were happening. We were not knowing everything. Okay, at that time we were starting to know, like right from configuring the network routers, stretching the line from one building to another building. That time we had a during the 2000 to 2002, I believe we had a settlement in Bardang, and then we moved to another temporary settlement near Bardang, between Bardang and Singtam. So this, and we had a satellite-based internet communication. We had battery backup, newly installed, zero maintenance, and all their learning is just not about learning on the courses that were we had certain guideline from NTTF. But yeah, this actually helped, at least personally helped me a lot to understand the fundamentals. And we were engaging the students very much in all those activities, and I do believe like that also helped them to grasp the theory along with the practical, because those are the real life practical they were doing, not just about opening the C console and typing hello world. Not like that. They were really doing certain things which are part of our regular activity. Any engineer, any network engineer, any system engineer like Ranjan. Ranjan was one of my best friend because he used to just open the PC and say like, yeah, Dipankar, sir, ये काम नहीं करेगा. This won't work. And then we start from there. Okay, let us do this. And then finally, yeah, we have given 60-70% yeah, make the PC working, and then yeah, rest of the things we have to throw out. We can't do anything. So those were the days where we were learning, and I believe like this learning culture is still existing, and yeah, people are learning. Only thing from my side, students, whoever is in the final year or even in the second year, um, please focus on the fundamental. I have learned it from Ravin sir. Like he used to tell me like advanced features, all these things, there is time, but let the people learn the fundamental in a very nice lucid way. And yeah, he was very correct. I used to go and teach the advanced features because I was that time little enthusiast to use my own learning and see how the teachers students are coping up. But he was very right. Means today's after 15 years from the days came out of CCCT, I feel like how right he was. And the fundamental is very problem is very important, be it server, be it network, be it coding. Yeah, yeah, that much only I have to say. And thanks everybody to give me uh, yeah, give me a life in society and in Sikkim. I really loved it, and yeah, I will really try to do whatever I can do in this industry for you all. I have been getting call from Anu, Arvind, like if there is some kind of protocol that we can follow for recruitment and training. I would encourage people who are pursuing or undergoing diploma course. If you have a chance, if you see like you can do, please join the BTech program and pursue that, because BTech gives a multifold age in your career. Means you will get a job in the IT industry with diploma even, but the salary difference is salary difference matters. So if you means BTech versus diploma. So if you if you can afford to spend another 3 years, I think there is lateral entry. If you can afford to spend 3 years and complete your BTech, yeah, it's my own personal view. That helps to make the recruitment easy. Uh, yeah, so that's all for my side.
Thank you, sir. And like I want to raise this, uh, anyone can raise the question to the speakers or all teachers who are present out here. So please, the messaging box is always open, and I will forward in behalf of you to the speakers. So we are waiting for some of the questions.
Yeah, sure.
Please, those who are eligible,
I'm still there. I'm still there. If any question comes, I will do. I will surely attend. So you can carry on, Prajat, with the next participant. Thank you all.
Yeah, Dipankar. Hi, good afternoon.
Yeah,
I have
Arvind
one
sir.
question. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Looking face video, my one question is there that we are day by day we are going older, but you are going day by day you are becoming younger. What you are taking the breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Can you please tell so that I can also follow and I should also become
Google
like you because
Google
the
Google
day.
Meet has a Google Meet has a feature to make you younger. Try it out.
No, you might be taking some good food in the breakfast and what exercise
Yes,
you're doing. At least you should put on the air so that we can also try that thing.
सिक्किम जैसा फूड कहाँ पे मिलेगा? It's much better than what we eat here.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Arvind.
So,
Dipankar sir,
हाँ विजय सर.
sir,
विजय
you're
सर आप
welcome.
क्या RSS ज्वाइन कर रहे हो क्या?
हाँ, अब लगता है करना पड़ेगा सर.
हाँ, अपॉर्चुनिटी बहुत ज्यादा है वहाँ पे.
अब सिचुएशन वैसे ही आ रहा है. anyways, when Dipankar sir was there, when we joined, he was mentoring us, and he was the second, head in the department after Praveen sir was there. And Jakanan, me, and Chiring sir, Prerna, we joined together. And
Sir, sorry to interrupt you.
Yes,
When we joined in our computer department, I think Dipankar sir is our senior most, apart from our Praveen sir. Praveen sir is there always,
Yes,
but
yes.
apart from Praveen sir, Dipankar sir is our senior most
Yes,
lecturer, and he is our guide. What to do, how to do, when to
Yes.
do, and these kind of things. Always we need to get input from Dipankar sir.
Yes. So I was
This is
coming to
very-
that. Actually,
yes.
I was coming to that, Dekan sir. So when we were supposed to take class, and at that point of time we were not allotted the class, and Dipankar sir was assigned as our mentor and guide, and in third semester of DCST, I guess, Dipankar sir told me to take numerical methods class, numerical algorithms class, isn't it? So the numerical methods, it was a mathematics subject, and like I was shocked. Baba, how can I take this class? And I went inside the class, and then I just had a chit chat with the Nisa's batch. Nisa Kumari was there. Nisa, Norbu, they were all there, and I had I took Dipankar sir as a model, because he was initiating every aspects of department, from classes to academics, from academics to hardware to software, in and out management of the entire department was being carried out by Dipankar sir. So, but then later on he got married, and he was
And
with us
everything
only.
changed. And everything
when-
changed, right?
I'm coming to that. And he got married, and then after that, after maybe 6 months after that, Dipankar sir rightly said, everything got changed, and he got better opportunities than CCCT, and he left us. But then we are in constant touch with Dipankar sir. When we visit training in Calcutta, we keep going to him, we keep meeting him, and very nice to have you, sir. So I managed to contact you, and I managed to call you, and you made it this program a successful one, sir. That's what is from my side, sir. Thank you for
Thank
coming.
you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much, Vijay sir, for the question. And Dipankar sir, I have one more question. Prerna ma'am is switching on my ma'am. You can.
Yeah. Hello, Dipankar sir. I'm Prerna Rai sir.
Yeah,
I hope you
Prerna.
remember me. How are you,
You were
sir?
not there. I called you. You were not. You were absent or late.
Yeah, I forgot actually. So I just joined. So I missed your. And I just I could only hear the last part. So I missed most of your talk. But I really, sir, I appreciate that you have joined today with us. So thank you so much, sir. yeah, for remembering us.
Thank you. Thank you. And it was indeed a pleasure to all of you. Vijay, really speaking, after getting into industry, means when I was part of this Wipro or before Weber, it was small chunk of work people will be assigned, and he has to mind your own business kind of. The environment that I got in CCCT, with all help of Praveen sir, definitely Praveen sir was, giving the direction, and we were just executing. But still, there was a sense of ownership, and we can discuss, deliberate, give the entire shape. Maybe other people who who has contributed here might have contributed much better way. Uh, but yeah, I do feel like it was a real in when we were working, and given the shape to CCCB. So yeah, we'll definitely look forward to how we can coordinate in a much better way, and see like the students can get far more support from this bridging of alumni and the existing batch. I believe that's the whole and sole objective of this program, and we should we should leverage not only the ex faculties but the students who are rightly placed in the different industries at different geos. Yeah, let's see how we can what best we can do for the students.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Well, can I put a question on the show?
Yes, yes.
Like, sir, you have spent it more of 3 years in security. So what do you need out of that environment? Like being in security for 3 years and after going to Paris to go to the okay? So
I'm
what,
sorry, Prajal, I'm not able to hear you properly. You spent 3 years, up to that only I could hear. After that,
sorry, sir, sorry, sir. Maybe a network issue. But you spent it 3 years at CCCT Chisapani. So, what kind of environment like you are missing out of that in CCCT Chisapani, which you now also miss the same? Like which things that you miss the same, sir?
oh, sorry, Prajal, I haven't spent much time on Chisopani. I left before that. Miss, yeah, that was an unfortunate movement. Maybe I should have stayed back, and till Chisopani got stabilized. There were a lot of problems, but yeah, I would rather admit, like, yeah, I left the scene. I should have stayed back. But yeah, till that time, I was mostly into Singtam and Bardam. And the life was, I think, a bit difficult in Chisopani compared to Bardang and Singtam, because you are in a established environment. You had already buildings in place. You have electricity, water. You have administration in place, police station in place. So, but in Chisopani, it was all new, and I heard like we were struggling for past few first few months or years, and then it got settled. Yeah, but I should have stayed back and helped the team to uh, settle in Chisopani. I admit. Yeah, so that's it from my side. We'll keep in touch. Thank you.
Sir, we have one question like, what is that? I'm saying on the but what is that Dipankar sir misses of security the most? The same question was there. So, any feedback, any word to the student, those who are with you now, right now in this online medium, those who are the alumni of security and
No, I misses everyone, everything. So I was I was part of parcel of every every day that I spent in the in CCCT as well as ATTC. So I misses everything. There is no single thing that I miss, but yeah, if I say single thing, then it's all student and faculty. The days that we were spending along, even after the working hours, we had we had a good amount of party. Yeah, so So yeah, everything I miss. Thank you, Prajit.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So like we are moving ahead. So we are waiting for a guest. Till then, we have 5 to 6 minutes. So anyone can question or anyone can talk with their alumni, students, faculty, teachers, and the it was on certain moment that today is also a friendship day. So it's like a more over a friendship meet also. But yeah, it was on certain part of this program. So while I talk about this alumni association or the alumni session that we're holding right now, it's a initiative that has been taken from Department of Computer Science and Technology, CCCT Tisapani, South Sikkim, and we have invited you to this valedictory session, and which is a reflection 1.0 alumni reminds, and reminding you once again, today's chief guest is Dr. B.B. Pradhan, Director and Principal, CCT Chisapani, and as well as SST Chisapani, South Sikkim. And we have a special guest out here, our ex-principal, sir, Mr. Praveen Kumar Pradhan, sir. And the main focus, main aim about this program that we are holding throughout this month, I will say we have started from the June, and we are coming up with this reflection in 2.0 in coming future. But as of now, we are on 1.0, so we have started and we are looking more ahead to make alumni association that we have discussed with our program coordinator, Mr. Vijay Setri, sir. And this reflection session is all about a talk on untold story of art, journey, experience, sacrifice, and technology must. So we have been holding and we are getting so much knowledge from our sorry, alumni, and we have been in contact with them. We have been in contact with moreover students, our present student and the alumni student, to look more ahead in the opportunity in the computer or a technology field what they have acquired, and through their network also we can blow up in coming days. So yeah, we are waiting for our one more guest. So we'll wait 1 to 2 minutes. I'm just uh, texting. So, Arjun sir, can take it.
Yeah, Dipankar, some more conversation I want to do with you. Am I audible
Vijay,
to you?
yeah,
From my
again,
side,
yeah.
too much
Before
noise is
that,
there.
Vijay, you is Suryavanshi sir joining?
You know, that I will Google it, Dipankar, but I want to listen from you. Anyhow, that is a part of the joke that when in 2003 we joined, our batch, we have a large amount of stuff we have done that time in 2003. Which is our batch like Prerna, Vijay, Shring, Ranjan, Jakanan, myself, and two more three staffs were there. So
Santosh and
that was
Pranesh
the
were there.
largest one.
Santosh
Yes.
Pranesh were there. Santosh and Pranesh were there.
Santosh Pranesh, I think they are from your batch. They are not joined from in our batch, I think. In our batch,
They were
we
old
have
batch.
Arupal, then, yes, Arupal was there. Who
Arup
was
was there. Yeah.
there
Arup
in
went to West
ATTC.
Indies, right? After few months only he
Raghav
went.
Chetri sir also there.
Yeah, Jekanan?
Raghav, Raghav,
Raghav Chetri.
yeah,
Raghav
yeah.
is, again, I think he's a senior too. But because he has come earlier to us. So that was actually when CCTV joined. So Dipankar was that time, he was looking after the computer science department. So we joined. My story was very dramatic. Story was there when I came to join the CCCT. I was roaming here and there to find out the CCCT. I went to the Bardang. Then from the Bardang, the principal sent to me to the say to go to the here to the hospital. I went straight way to the inside the hospital. Then that place I find the person. He said, "No, this is the hospital. That is your CCT college is that side is just the from the top is for me." Again, I went. and then I finding there is where is the CCCT. Then I come to know there is written someplace there is CCCT Chisopan that sorry, Pintam is written. So I was surprised because when I before joining the CCCT, I have done one training in CCCT. Okay, that was under the science and technology. It was in the Devrali. So my impression was that time. So I was thinking that this CCT will be in the Devrali only. So I was very much prepared for that. Okay, I have to visit to the Devrali because it is nearer to my home only. I was staying in the Tadung that time. So, but when I saw the letter, it is written Bardhan. So I was then even confused. Anyhow, I managed. Then Suryanshi sir, I met the Suryanshi sir. Then that I think Dipankar was on leave. He was not there. So next day he came and then he introduces me to everybody. Then on the first day he has given me the DVMS class to the final year. That time the batch was the first batch who had joined the CCTIT. That time they were in the final year. That is the green batch. I stood in the class of the DVMS. Although I was come from the background of the DBMS also as handling, so I was not feel any problem. So I taken the class comfortably. As well as I have the knowledge of the networking also looking after the. But anyhow, the staff, Dipankar also has supported a lot during that time. So he was very cheerful person. Still, he's cheerful. He never minds anything. That is the one thing is good that Tajud. He never minds anything, and I never saw him that he's angry. Okay, well, until unless some exceptional case, but I don't think that again is applicable to him. Okay, that he never shows the anger to in front. Always cheerful, always meeting to everybody. Jack Cannon is again one of the wonderful person. He's also never mind. We went to the training to Bangalore. I used to joke with the Jackanan so many times. I used to little bit. I was knowing the Nepali. Whenever I'm asking something, I used to say Jackanan. Yes, in Nepali, I always say the Jackanan. Say yes, yes, yes. So every time. So we used to crack a joke in the saying. So Jackanan is also very good. He used to means respond deep and then cooperative every time. He helped a lot to the student because microprocessor one of the part no it was little bit not it is not a job of everybody sir because he was taking lab that time Dipankar was taking the what you call microprocessor when he left then I was the then responsibility has come on me so after leaving Dipankar, I handle the microprocessor till the last year. I left now. Now new staff has joined, so I now new staff is taking. So Jackaran has given a lot of effort and to explain and understand the microprocessor assembly language, especially program. So the students are very happy with him whenever because he never said okay showing on the board he sit with the student every time whenever problem comes he sit on the chair and the student will be get crowded him backside and looking he will doing troubleshooting of everything then student looking then the student he will teach like this you do it then the students are doing that time the students are also very good they are means coming some means they bringing some background of the knowledge they have carrying along with them. Because that time we are taking on to the what you can say competition based. We are conducting examination, then taking the selective student. So that's why we are getting the very good students that time. So the, once we explain them, they understand, catch up very easily. So that is the story here. Jack and Dipankar, and then there are so many stuff like in electronics. We have he's
Raghavesh.
I
Raghavesh.
will go to the lab. We'll go to the lab and sit and doing some activity, doing the programming. Then from the side, then again Dipankar is also start coming, walking. Then we'll see yes. So smile faces. That was the environment was little bit different. Now it's so much of things that environment change. Okay, so lot of now we don't know that what happened. Instead of family growing, it is not. I'm telling you, this is fact. Is when family grows, we become apart from each other. Okay, that's why when family is small, so we are together. We know each other, but when it grows, then it is a phenomenon. It is a world phenomenon. Everybody had to scattered, staying here and there. We are not getting the time to talk to each other. Everybody is busy in their own work. So this is so I'm telling the Chisupani one. Prajan is telling the Chisupani Dipankar used to come and see the construction when the construction was taking place. He used to come with our principal Praveen Pradhan sir, ex-principal. Along with him, he always come. He also give suggestion that this way you have to make that lab, this like classroom. I know this means one day I also visited along with the members, all the people to see the Chisupani. That time the Chisupani condition. Uh, that time that was the barren. There was nothing in the Chisupani. Dipankar just pointed out that problem was water. My God, that Chisopani, still the water problem is there, but there was no tree in our campus. Now we can see that all buildings are now have been covered by the trees. Who say so much of things are there now. Previously, it was not looking like that there was any, like it's a desert, and the road is also not there. We have to use to walk from the main road to the Chisopani. The road was not that good. Only the stones were there, and footpath, not footpath, that is only walking. People are walking and going. The road was not that much good also. But the vehicles, some vehicles like four wheelers, are not able to easily go, but not that comfortable. So this is the story we have started from that place. So if they have done it, we can do more things in our colleges. So Jackanas is also doing that place nice work at, I think Jackanas, what is you're doing? Network handling, I think technical support. You're telling.
Yes, sir.
Am I right? Jackanas.
Yes, sir. I am working as a technical officer and providing system and networking support, sir. Means
Yeah, that is so.
maintenance of server as
Yeah.
well as campus networking and managing desktop along with other colleagues. Means systems in various
So,
departments.
Jacqueline, is it possible that if possibility is there that in after the lockdown or sometime we plan to come with our students to visit your area to show them the work, what in your server and all these things? Possibility is there?
Yeah, please, sir. Sir, every 26th September,
Yeah.
we used to celebrate CSIR Open Day. During that CSIR Foundation Day, 26th
Mhm.
September, it is Open Day celebration. Means around our institute from other cities, people used to come with the students, college students, school students, everybody they used to come and visit what are all the facilities we have in our campus. Because since it is a research institute, not only we are supporting department only, because it is since it is a research institute, we have different kind of research like corrosions and material protection, as well as electronics and electrocatalysis, as well as electrochemical power systems like that. These are all the main divisions we have inside our campus. So, what are all the activities actually going on in our institute that people used to come, the student used to come and visit during that open day function, which is celebrated in CSIR during that foundation day. So, you are very much welcome to our institute. Uh, Definitely, if Corona will not be there, this time onwards, they will be during this 26th September itself. You can come and visit, sir. No problem. I can put a word to our director as well as the coordination team so that you can be able to come and visit our campus, because um, it is open to everyone. So it is open to the public. What is going on inside our institute? It is very much. You can come and visit our institute.
Okay, okay. Thank you, Jacqueline, for your kind acceptance. my request that okay, in future if will there any plan, we will come and we will call you also for before coming,
Yes, sir.
because we are also looking the industries and some of the organization where we can take our student to see the working culture as well as hardware, whatever the existing hardware and the new hardware is there and research work is going on. So
Yeah.
this is okay. Thank you. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
and Dipankar sir, I have one request to you. Can you tell me please where you are right now working and what is the working culture at your organization? Hope Dipankar is. I think he is not available.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, he's
hearing you.
not.
I'm hearing you, Arvind.
Yeah, yeah. That is. So
There is some
that at least.
background noise. I don't know. Is it from my side or some
Yeah,
construction
I'm
going on?
muting my. I'm muting. I'm muting.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, the working culture is, say we don't have region-wise difference. If you go to Atlanta, if you go to Australia, if you go to Bangalore, if you go to Calcutta, it's all same. Okay, so we have like the people usually are assigned to projects. Okay, mostly international projects. So let's say, for example, I'm working with an automotive major based out of Japan. Okay, so my working hour is from 7 o'clock, right? Because Japan is 3.5 hours before us, and I have to work till yeah 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock. So mostly people work for 12 to 13 hours, uh, and rarely there are uh, work which is not there, because it's not about time, it's about the pressure. I'm just telling, it's good or bad, let's not judge about it. But it's a culture everywhere, be it Cognizant, be it Infosys, Wipro, TCS, Tech Mahindra, any IT company you take. I'm not telling just about top 4 5, but there are a lot of work. As Jekanan mentioned, there are a lot of work on the data mining side. There are work on data analytics side. There are work on any coding, Python, Java, C. Uh, then you have work on the UI, React.js, Angular. Uh, yeah, so work is there. Uh, and nowadays, the project waterfall model is no longer being followed. We have agile scrums, which we need to follow. And people have 2 weeks to finish the work that has been committed, and they have to close it. Now, mostly people have to work independently. There are team lead, there are tech leads, there are architects, but from the coding side, the work will be assigned to them. Like let's say, for example, you have to design few web UIs. Okay, I'm just talking about things you can understand because that is part of your course. I believe. So usually people go with responsive pages. Angular is widely used in most of the with most of our clients, and then they have to complete it within 2 weeks. If not completed, then additional pressure will come, like along with the the activities, the user stories that are there, part of the current sprint, you have to take also the upcoming sprint stories, and that time you have to spend 12 13 hours. And this happens, okay, because though it has been said like you will commit, you can't commit because there are so many dependencies. There are caliber issues also, you might not be knowing everything, right? So and there are issues with the versions that you are using. So though in the documentation it says like it should work in this way, it never works sometimes. So debugging, making mail exchanges, calling the support team, all these things come. So this is how we spend the life for last at least out of 13 years. I'm saying for last 7 years this is a life we are into. and we have to travel abroad. I have covered all the geos, but it's not like we are roaming around. We don't get much time, to be honest. I went to Sweden. I met Madhulika's family that time. Uh, she means her husband is based out of there. I just spent a couple of hours and came back. She prepared a nice chicken meal. I had a time because in Sweden getting an Indian dish is very difficult. So, but then yeah, roaming around except Saturday and Sunday is very difficult. And Saturday you have to close all the activities so that you can be ready for Monday's discussion with client. And yes, this is the life. You will get to know a lot of things, like how different cultures. Okay, so let's say you are working with a Ericsson or some Swedish company. Vis-a-vis, you are working with Toyota or Honda in automotive. Vis-a-vis, you are working with Apple in US. The culture is quite different. The clients are quite different. The way the people expect from you is quite different. Japanese are very hard on documentation. They have a lot of sigma to be followed. They have a lot of mathematical measurements, which is not at all there with American clients. American clients are stick on the dates. Japanese are not very stringent on dates. Okay, you may miss couple of days, maybe you got one delayed by 1 week. I'm just giving experience because this is just learning from my own, uh, yeah, but having said all these things, yeah, Sikkim was the best because these are all, in silos we are working. We do have a team, but it's too professional. It's not like Arvind Saab, chalo, ghum ke aate hain. These are not much possible because people are very, very they don't have time for their family. That's the biggest problem. The kind of load they have to take, the workload, irrespective of whether it is Wipro or Tech Mahindra or anything, the kind of workload they don't have time to spend with their son, kids or wife. It's very difficult. Hardly they get time, and that time they don't want to get into other calls. And we do admit, like, that's the kind of problem we are into in the IT world. But yeah, you will get a good salary, but you don't know how to spend it other than investing in the real estate. That's the kind of days we are into.
Okay. There is one question is coming. The student from Prem Jyotidhar is from the.
But this is my personal view,
Uh,
Arvind. Arvind, this was my
yeah.
personal
Okay.
view.
That's a good, nice one. That is one question is coming from the student. He's asking about the job responsibilities. Sir, my question is, what job responsibility does a computer science student has in Northeast, be it private sector or public? Is asking of you questions. So what is your view about this, sir?
I think for at least mm, see, if you go for it all depends, like whether you want to go for designing, because as Jaganan was telling, the team that at least we have seen, and definitely now also people are multi-talented. Okay, and there is mm, there's something I should boast upon, like people from Sikkim are very good in communication. The fluency in English is hard to get in any other region. And it's not just about English, it's about accent as well. Such a good neutral accent they have. Uh, and then their sense of designing. I don't know, means might be they are not open to the world. Yeah, their few of their native may be living in Australia, or at least majority of the people whom I have met in Sikkim, I do see like they have their relatives in many other parts of the globe, and Bangalore. But somehow I feel people have got a very artistic sense. They are very good at designing. That's my understanding, and I always tell to other people, whomever I met and who get a chance to discuss, maybe because of nature, in Sikkim and in the neighboring places. Uh, if you want to make a career in design, there are a lot of opportunities, and design is such a booming market. See, I am basically from IT implementation. Okay, I can't tell much from the designing, but I do see right from web designing to mobile frame designing. Now you see a lot of new models are coming with flipping mobile phones, so you get a more much more canvas compared to what we used to have in our 5-inch or 7-inch mobile phones. Now the canvas is much bigger in mobile phones, so a lot of work is going on in the design of the forms, designing of the apps. This is one good, and it's not just about designing of the computer UIs, user interface. It's also about a new trend you will see that is happening is in the voice interaction design. Okay, I don't know whether this is part of your course curriculum, but I happen to be part of Alexa. Uh, 1 year back, I do see a lot of people working in Canada only to make when you will say, Alexa, what is the weather? There are 35,000 different ways to ask about weather. Okay, in 27 language, and this language will be increasing day by day. And the language is not a common grammar. Okay, the way we speak in Hindi and the way people speak in Japanese or the way speak in French are altogether different. So a lot of work is happening. We don't have much in India, but yeah, this particular industry is booming in Canada. So, but I do see people from Sikkim has got a lot of potential because they have that they have that particular character inbuilt. Uh, so yeah, these are the areas I do see. Like Arvind, if you can explore further, we can discuss offline also. No problem. I can connect you to the team who are culturing this. But yeah, in Wipro we don't have a setup because it looks for, and the payment is quite huge. For it is more about voice designer. Okay. Similarly, this the Baiju and all this new education platforms are coming in the advent of pandemic. There is a lot of work going on in the course designing. Okay, the way you animate all the all the subjects and the topics. A lot of content development is happening. So maybe yeah, a trust area on that side will be good because this doesn't look for your academic numbers much. They look for your aesthetic sense much more than you whether you are a BTech, how much marks you have scored in class 10. All these things they don't mind. Okay, they really, because that doesn't help them in aesthetic designing. So yeah, you can try it out, Arvind. I can connect you
Yeah,
with a few
okay,
guys.
okay. Thank you, Dipankar. One question is coming from our one of the staff, Jigme Wangchuk Mangchampa. He is a live instructor
I know
and
Jigme.
taking the computer
I
science.
know I know
So
I know Jigme.
yeah, his question is, your advice to teacher in teaching during COVID pandemic.
Don't teach, man.
His
Why to,
question.
man? Why to break their head? Enjoy. No, when the God has given such a good time, why to study? Arvind, it
So
was good message or bad
one
message?
student, one another student is asking question. Dipsika Thapa, she's asking, what has been your career path?
My career path, I was into network administrator role previously before joining into CCCT. After that, it was more of a teaching career for 4 years, and then I went into mostly Java programming for next part of my career. Yeah, and then I went into management. But yeah, it started from
Okay.
Unix, Linux. That time Linux was just coming up. Linux 6 was there, but I largely worked on Unix, Solaris, and all those things, and then I moved to Java. Yeah, that's how I it was not a chosen career. It was something like, I got the job and accordingly my career got drifted.
Thank you so much, sir.
Uh, he's asking about that question again. Your advice to teaching is asking. Can you give some advice to for this during this pandemic teaching learning? Some advice is asking.
Yeah, Miss, I will suggest, like, if you happen to go for, see, there are two paths for computer science. Uh, One is like you want to go for a UI designer path. Actually, three parts. One is UI designer part, and then talking of today's industry. Uh, and second is about the regular software development, and third is about analytics. That's what Jakanan was mentioning. So uh, yeah, so
Okay,
yeah,
thank you, Dipankar. I think our
is any of
principal
this?
R.K. Suryavanshi has joined. So
Yeah.
now I
Hello,
think
sir.
Vijay sir. Go.
Hello,
Yeah.
hello.
Thank you all.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Suryavanshi sir.
Sir,
Good
good afternoon, sir. This is Jayakanan.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Good
Prerna.
afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir. Arvindar.
Good,
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon.
good afternoon, Desing. How are you?
Good
Yes, sir.
afternoon,
Fine, sir.
Newley sir also has joined.
Yeah, good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon, Jigme.
Welcome,
So,
sir.
thank you, thank you for all. So I was little late. I was somewhere stuck. So I saw you were this thing link and was trying to connect. So, who are the audience? All you people I know, you are all the staff people, staff members.
Sir,
Apart from you,
sir, basically audience are all of us faculty from Department of Computer Science,
okay,
and
okay,
we have a principal director, B.V. Pradhan sir, Dr. B.V. Pradhan, and we
okay,
have, sir, our ex-students, all computer science ex-students, almost 30% they have joined, and
okay, okay,
existing CST students are also there. One of our ex
okay.
principal,
Good, fine.
Newley sir, SK Newley sir is also here, sir.
Okay. What about Praveen Pradhan?
Sir, he has been allotted time at 4 o'clock, sir. So by the time you all finish, sir will be joining, sir.
Okay, 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 fine. Yeah, so I'll take some little time because I'm not a computer science student. Uh, I can't talk much about your in your field. I'll briefly do something general. So I had a privilege of associating with CCCT and ADTC. That time it was both were together. Then later on CCCT was shifted, and I think that time the first batch computer science also started, and many people were involved. So basically, I'm a mechanical engineer, but I have seen in manufacturing. After completing my assignment at Sikkim, I moved to Vijayawada, Andhra, to one more training center. Then afterwards, I moved to Bombay. Then I joined a RPG group, RP Goenka group. There I was working for some manufacturing related. What I saw, what my experience I can share you, the application of IT is nowadays is more in manufacturing also. You might be knowing that now the new concept of Industry 4.0, where you can see a lot of IT applications in manufacturing. Earlier, we used to say that something electronics, IT means it is only robotics or something PLC, microprocessor, microcontroller. So nowadays there is a lot of internet cloud, so IoT. Internet of Things, a lot of physical equipments in manufacturing, like the machines, equipments, material handling, or virtually virtually you can operate through the remote places through the IoT. So many things are happening. So my association in my organization uh, related to this manufacturing was not much, but there are a lot of applications. So what I advise to all the faculty members, and maybe if the students are attending this, nowadays the trend is there is no in many good universities now there are a lot of courses are coming where we used to call earlier sandwich, like mechatronics and electronics we used to call mechatronics. Nowadays this is moved beyond that. Now we don't find a very conventional mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, or electronics, or even mechatronics. Now we have got entirely different courses where the application of all these things are there in a single courses. So even to the faculty members, I think you should have these all applications in your syllabus or in your teaching, or even the students also should get more exposure connected to mainly to the industry 4.0 concept. Uh, I think most of the people might be knowing what is exactly industry 4.0. The concept is a fast emerging field now. So I request the staff people like Arvind, so many people, I can reconnect the name and share a little bit of what is the trend now, how the students are progressing. I'll be happy if I,
Sir, Suryavanshi
yeah,
sir,
yeah,
I
tell me.
think you can stop your video. Your network is bandwidth is limited, so you can speak. Otherwise, your voice is not coming up properly.
Okay. So no, I request you people to share your experience with the college with the students so that I can hear.
Sir, you got disconnected.
No, no, I just saw the video.
Yes, sir. Now your audio is clear, sir.
Yeah. So if you want, I can put on the video so that some more uh, better quality will be there in the audio. Hello, can I add open?
Yeah,
No, sir.
hello, sir. Good afternoon, sir. I think your voice is too low, sir. We are not able
Yeah.
to hear.
Okay. Can you hear now?
Yes, little bit is clear,
Yeah,
sir. Now.
I can hear you. I can hear you, sir.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You share your experience how the progress, college of progress, what are your achievements. So that I want to hear more instead of telling my.
Yes. Sir. Okay, sir. Okay. So I think Vijay will tell something or I. So Vijay, can you tell progress of our department?
Sir, you are the best person.
How can we go that? Okay.
It's,
Anyhow, that
I remember.
since the
I
sir
remember
was left. Yeah,
it's
sir.
being a HOD of computer science department, I think
Yeah,
Arvind is
yeah,
the best
absolutely.
person.
Yeah,
Anyhow,
please
sir,
go.
I thank you, sir, that you have joined. You have come on our request once again to be part of our program.
That is my
So,
privilege.
Yes, sir. So you have started with that for going our CCCT to be on the standard scale from the ISO 9000, sir. So from that times you have encouraged us to go for some standard work. So we started working onto the ISO with association with the Kalpana madam. We have achieved also. We have got ISO 9000 also. So we were worked in this field till the 2007. We have holding the ISO 9000 and 9001 to 2008, sir. We have got. So we are go on progressing like this. So we have got so many projects also related to that, like in NICU project also on the basis of that ISO 9001 2008, because they were looking that some of the organizations should be have the uh, ISO certified organizations. So we have got, and we have done the progress also into that. That time Newly sir also was there, so he was also looking after that the project. Then after that, we have left the ISO 9000 because uh, people were asking that now ISO 9000 is now become too much. We go for some other accreditation body. NACT was not possible because it is related to the universities only. So we have gone for the NBA, sir. So in 2017, we have applied for the NBA accreditation. So we got 2017, we got the NBA accreditation to the to up to the 2021. So we 3 years we have got accredited. Our department, computer science and electrical and electronics, three branches has got ISO this NV accredited. Now once again we have applied in 2021 for the another 1 year extension we have got, sir. So this is we have accredited for another 1 year to department, and two department is still under the progress. In the July, in the June, there was audit, but still it has not been come any information related to that. That when they are going to for the audit because of this pandemic, so no people are able to come here. I think that is the reason. So this is the related to the standard, sir. And regarding the projects, we are doing the modular projects also. After you left, I think in the during new time also we have done some of the project related to the modular, that is AICT funded project is there. Yes, sir. Yeah. Yeah, so we have also done so much. We have established labs, modernized our labs also, connected uh, projector. Then we have absolute the old equipment and brought the new one. So like this, progress is going. And now previously we have a 35 students intake were there. We have slowly 30 was there, then 45 is become. Then now we have got 60. Now in the computer science, 60 strength intake, electrical 60 strength. Then mechanical we have opened new branch, sir. That is 60 strength, sir. Civil 30, electronics 45, sir. Total we have in CCT now running for 5 branches is there, sir. Going on. So admission is going on, sir. Process is there under the process. Almost some of the department has already filled, like civil. They have got all the seat filled. Computer is still going on. Mechanical is still open. Electronics is still open. Electrical is still and also is I think over. That is BJ and Cheering is there. They are the in charge of this. They are doing the admission, sir. So computer
Free
science
education also implemented.
yeah, for that free education they will tell sir about
Free
the education
education.
also. Might be they are knowing better, but that is a free education system is also implemented. Previously we used to charge so much of high fees, so government has made the free. Now the student who are all from the Sikkim, they will get the free of cost, sir. They have not to pay any single penny, only the and some like hostel charges, otherwise rest is free for them. Outside student, we have now started the changes the concept of the like everybody has to pay the flat that fees, but now it has been changed to the merit basis. That is the so details is there, they can tell you. Regarding the computer science, now we have a full strength, sir. Now I'm taking holding the extra responsibilities as a HOD, as officiating HOD I am, sir. And we have all my batch, like 2003 batch, who are all joined. Myself, Prerna, BJ, we are all got promoted to our high senior skill lecturer grade 2, sir. And all the lab instructor has been promoted now up to the senior, what you can say, like lab instructor. Now, after that, we have full strength. Staffs are there. There is no any shortage of. One more is going to be joined, sir. So this is the whole story of the computer science is still progressing, sir, and we still working for the betterment of our department to go for some students further and good placement will. That is the also this for computer science, sir. From where you started, sir, we have now become mature, sir. This is under your guidance, under the university's guidance, under the students' what you can say, our RG sir's guidance. Then now we have our principal sir, ex-principal sir, Praveen Pradhan sir is posted in education department. Now we have our new principal handling Praveen Pradhan sir. He is director of SST, one of the engineering college. Is also is running parallelly in our same campus, sir. That is called Sikkim Institute of Science and Technology. So he's the director of that, and he's also looking after our extra responsibility to our this CCT also, sir. So he's looking after. I think BV Pradhan sir is still there. He will be also interacting. So this is the story, sir. All.
How is
Thank
the placement percentage? Hello.
Your voice. Actually, I'm muted myself, sir, because sound is coming from back side. There is a construction
Yes,
work
sir.
is going on, sir. Vijay, I think you can able to listen.
Yes, yes.
Sir is saying something.
Mute करो ना.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm able to hear, sir.
Okay, fine. Vijay, how is the placement and how where they are getting placed? What is the situation now?
Sir, actually, we had in your time, during your time, we had a very good placement because the system of certification itself was little different. If you remember, sir, we used to give them 1 year of internship in the company after they finished
Yeah.
3 years of diploma. Yes, sir.
Yes.
So that was fetching very good placement. And after maybe 2010 onwards, I think that system went off. And then when NTTF left us, we were governed by NITTTR Calcutta, sir. All the consultancy work is being done through NITTTR Calcutta, and SPT in Sikkim has been set up in Directorate of Technical Education. And accordingly, people, whoever is interested to join the company after their diploma, they were provided with placements to like in-house. I mean, within Sikkim companies, there are a lot of pharmaceutical companies which are, and there are a lot of entrepreneurs who has startups and IT companies. A lot of IT companies have come up in Sikkim, sir. So in that line, except civil engineering, sir, we were able to provide good placements to the who opted for placement. And sir, the old placement, agency. I mean, old fellows like our and they are still there with us. They are still taking our students in their system analysis, sir. So that the legacy you have said, the legacy you have left upon us has still been carried out how much ever possible, sir. We are trying to do that, sir.
No, not the legacy. because somehow we started and we don't know. We don't even we don't know the path where it will end. But started we struggled. We tried our best. Maybe some results are okay. It's okay, but every time now it is what I feel. No, we are not the Sikkim. That time the state of Sikkim had very limited industries. IT industries, I
Right,
think,
sir.
very limited. Now it is growing. Many people are coming to Sikkim also, and I think your students are also they are interested to move out to Bangalore, Hyderabad, right there. So it's
Yes,
a
sir.
good time. Nice to hear that your students are meeting. Finally, Sikkim is a should be education tourist center for people should come here for education because it's a very good atmosphere without much trouble. So I feel that should be that was our intention of inviting people from the outside the state so that it should be more popular outside. So thank you very much. Thank you all
Sir,
giving
I
me
would request,
opportunity to speak to you.
sir, I would request you to
Yeah,
stay, sir.
yeah,
So when Praveen sir will also join, and we will have another round of interaction, sir.
yeah. Can I join after 15 minutes?
Right, sir. Right, sir. After 4 o'clock, after 4:15 or 4:30, you can join, sir.
Yeah, 4:30 I will join.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, okay. Thank
Thank
you
you, sir.
very much.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you all.
Roger.
Thank you so much, sir. Like I wanted to let you know that Radhit sir is one of the oldest principal of our college. And likewise, moving on to the program, we had Mr. S.K. Newly sir with us. He was also a principal of CCCT Tisapani, uh, in the year of 2013 and 14. So we want to welcome you, sir, and the speaker panel is all yours. Thank you so much, sir.
Thanks, Prajal. Thank you very much. And it was very nice to hear that CCCTV is organizing Reflection 1. My congratulations to the team, their hard work, and congratulations to all the staff who were associated with that and who have made a hard work to make it success. I basically belong to a defense family. So I'm not an academician. I am, of course, a mechanical engineer. I was with the Air Force for 33 years, and I have done many staff appointments. I was awarded by President of India for my work. But academics has never been my subject. So in case if there is anything which you are expecting academics advice, then it is nil. Because you're all professors, you're all highly in that field. So I positively cannot advise you on that subject. What I can talk about is a journal subjects. And since Anup told me other day that we are going to have a reflection 1, I was thinking, what shall we talk? Actually, everybody is highly mature nowadays. Even the students are highly mature. You have got external environment is so free today because of the IT sector that you get a lot of information. You can interact with anybody and everybody anytime. So there is nothing left. Whatever you wish to get it, you will get it from the market. But the biggest problem today is the moral value of system or your own moral value. I thought I'll talk on two individuals today. Both are of the same age. Both are belong to the same category of the family. Both have achieved higher. Hi, Praveen. Good afternoon. You are looking same. So I thought I will talk with you. I'm not able to hear your voice. 1 minute.
Okay, now can you hear me, sir? Good afternoon.
Sir. Good afternoon, sir. Please,
Many
Good afternoon, sir.
congratulations to you.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Many congratulations.
How are you, sir?
All fine. Thanks a lot. All
I
happiness.
cannot see you, sir. Your camera is switched off.
Yeah, I'm not able to switch it on actually.
Okay, sir. Anyway, sir, nice to be in the same platform after a very long time, almost 6-7 years.
Yes, very long time. And it was very nice to hear that you have joined as OSD and you are looking after a 1,000 crore project.
1,000 crore.
I wish you all the best, and I'm confident with
Yes,
you
sir.
there, it will be a success.
Yes, sir. Okay.
How's
Thank
Mrs.
you,
Pradhan?
Vamchuk Bhutia.
How's Mrs. Pradhan?
Yes, sir. I think I must have disturbed your session, sir.
No, not at all. Not. It was a pleasure seeing you on the screen. Not
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
Yes.
Pardon, sir?
I was just talking about. I said you're all such a senior academicians, whereas
Yes, sir.
I cannot talk anything about academics in front of you.
No, nothing.
But yes, as I said, today the whole market is
Yes,
basically rotating around the moral values. People are achieving a higher what is not satisfaction, I will not call it, higher greed values they are achieving in their life. But they are paying for that.
Yes.
I was just thinking about the two individuals actually. And both were in the news recently. One is a Mirabai Chani from
Yes,
who lifted silver medal in Olympics in Tokyo.
Yes, sir. The only medalist.
Yeah, and another gentleman is Raj Kundra. Okay,
Yes.
now if you see the family background of these two people are less or more same. Raj Kundra's father was a conductor, bus conductor in UK. He was selling Pashmina shawls. And suddenly he came to the light after going to Dubai. God knows what he did. Suddenly he started making money and he was in a very limelight. I think his property must be worth more than your project value.
Yes.
But ultimately what happened?
That's
you have made a material achievement in the society. But what is the moral value of this? Today, people will not look at you even. Those people, those who are close to you, will distance from yourself. Whereas a Meera, who is from the same background, today people are looking at her. She is an icon of inspiration for many young people. So the point becomes that success comes by staircase and not by elevators. Elevator gives you a spontaneous success, but it drops down to the lowest level. Whereas if you maintain your moral values, if you are sincere, you are dedicated to your service, positively you will achieve a higher degree. So what I can say to all students is maintain your self-conscious aware. Do as per your self-consciousness. Don't go for a money. With this, I think I'll close my topic. If there is anything which I can help, because I've heard Arvind Lal talking about achievement which CCCT has done. So I have heard that it was a great thing which CCCT achieved. If there is any question which anybody would like to ask me, I can answer that. Otherwise, Praveen is already there. His time is about to start in 1 minute.
Thank you so much. So, like, our Praveen sir, can
I'm not
I
able
want
to hear you, Prajal.
Hello, am I
Yes.
audible?
Yeah, now I can.
Some sound coming from Praveen. Yeah, thank you, sir. So, like as Sunil sir said that the success is not in the shortcut path. As we look the story of this this Raj Kundra and Mirabai. So, thank you so much, sir, for adding the value on this session. And as our message panel is always open, so anyone wants to question to sir or any speaker, yeah, I just got a question from Sudeep Chetri. The question is like to Sunil sir. How was your experience in CCCT?
It was one of the best experiences which I had, and I remember particularly one Diwali where all the students did drop in my house, and we had a grand gala Diwali that time. And it was all the staff, they were very nice. In general, the public, people of Sikkim are very nice, basically. They are very helpful, they are very cooperative, they are very gentle. It was a wonderful experience which God gave me a chance to be with Sikkim people. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, sir. So anyone more question? If you are coming with more question, it's the panel is always welcome. The messaging panel is always welcome. And our ex-principal, Mr. Praveen Kumar Pradhan sir have also joined us. Welcome to you, sir. So uh, I got a one question from WhatsApp. So though they are in a online medium, they are our this live video is streaming on YouTube also. So I'm getting a question from WhatsApp that any word of advice to technical students from your side, Mr. Sunil sir?
Be sincere to your job. That's all. And you will
Thank you.
achieve a target.
Thank you so much. Another question also we are getting from the message continuously. So, sir, what was the hardest decision you had ever had to make throughout your journey? So this is the question from Supriya, right?
There is no decision which is soft or a hard decision. All decisions are hard, all decisions are soft. You have to take a bold step and get into habit of taking a decision. Avoiding a decision is a bad thing. Take a decision. Right or wrong, time will tell you. But take a decision. And always remember it. If after taking a decision, if you have failed, so there's nothing wrong in that. As an average, out of 10 decisions, only 70% is a success rate and 30% is a failure rate. When you fail, that is the experience which you get it. So even in a failure, you do get experience. You will be better person to take a further decision. So take a decision, that's all.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for your valuable inputs on the same. So if anyone wants to question, this
Sir.
messaging is open.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Good evening, sir.
Yes.
My question is, sir, sometimes you are tied to so many things, like you are tied to family, you are tied to obligation, you are tied to decision, you are tied to leadership, you are tied to so many things. But sometimes you need to open the room. So once you open the room, what is your experience? Like the people like discard you, people like don't like you, people like there are so many things that happen against you. So how do you handle it, sir?
How do one handle it? That's right. When you are in a society, even in a family, let us say you are a head of the family, so everybody does not respect your decision. There will be somebody in the family who will oppose your decision. There will be somebody in the family who will not like you. But that doesn't mean you leave a family. You are part of a family, you will remain a part of the family. So at that time, you have to maintain your calmness. And sometime, yes, Sam Ved, Dand Ved, जो formula hai, that you have to utilize many times. Sometimes you do have to get angry. in case if that is good for the your family or good for your society, do that, and people will start liking you if your decisions are right.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks a
Thank you.
lot. Thank you very much.
So, like once again, reminding you, the Department of Computer Science and Technology, CCCT Chisapani, South Sikkim, has come up with this alumni reflections reminds with this session is valedictory session. So the basic concept of this uh, session is to learn, on, share, show, and grow. And today we have our chief guest as Dr. B.B. Pradhan, who is director and principal CCT Sapani and SST. And we have our special guest, Mr. Praveen Kumar Pradhan, sir, who is our ex-principal of CCT Sapani. And a talk, this is a talk show basically untold story of art, journey, sacrifice, experience, and technology. And we have our more guests on the panel. We have heard many of the special guests who have already delivered their speeches, and I want to request all the speakers who have speak on their particular topic and the reminders of this CCTT journey. So I want to request you to stay back till the end because we have our BV Pradhan sir who will be highlighting this all the topic together, and he will be talking at last. So please stay till the end. And now I want to request our very dynamic sir, Mr. Praveen Kumar Pradhan sir, who is our ex-principal sir, to speak on the panel. Thank you so much, sir.
Hi, good afternoon. Thank you, Prajal, for introducing me in such a with such a word, taking dynamic my description.
Sorry for that.
Energetic to sir.
Sir, can you on your video, sir? We are missing that.
Okay, I'll switch on. I'll switch on my video. I hope the bandwidth will support it. And firstly, Prajal, thank you for inviting me here on and introducing me to all the genuinely, I just we just spoke, and it's nice to connect with you almost after 6 years, almost 2014 November. I remember sir leaving once or twice. We did talk over the phone, and I do believe Mr. Suryavanshi sir was also here in this panel. I don't know if he's here right now. Suryavanshi sir is here.
Sir, he is not here, but he will be joining.
Cannot see. So Suryavanshi sir is not there. But Prajal, can you confirm to me if Suryavanshi sir was here?
Sir, he was here. If you can hear me, he was here.
Founder, principal, somebody who, okay, he'll be joining. Yes. That is nice. That is nice. He is, so to say, our founder principal. Because in our infant time of CCCT and ATTC, when Suryavanshi sir was there, we've learned how to make a team, a good team. We learned how to, optimize. We learned how to mobilize, and we learned how to meet our targets. And Suryavanshi sir also under a very odd, I do remember in the year 2000 it must be. So he came. He was sent from NTT of Bangalore to make a visit to Sikkim. And then we came to know our principal is coming, and in the assembly we introduced him as a principal. And then suddenly he was pretty embarrassed because I think he was not formally ready. But then because we introduced him in our morning assembly as the principal, then he got motivated that I will take these two institute forward. So, initially that time we were very young. I was about 24, 25 years old. And then we were ready to work. Give anything, we will work. We need directions, we will work. And that's how ATTC, CCCT, along with our initial faculty, Palden sir, Lochan sir, Bhaskar sir, and I don't know if some of you remember Nasir sir, Bhaskar, Ola sir was there, Noor madam was there, and then soon Anup sir and Siam sir also joined. Slowly by slowly, we started becoming big, and now we are so big that we just go by numbers to say that we are 100 in CCCT and about 100 in ATTC, so 200 people working for all the students who have in thousands who have come in and gone. And at the end of it, today, after having the reminiscence of so many principals who have come in and gone, my experience in this entire period starts starts with my first C class. So I was the computer faculty, like instructor we were called, and I had to go in and take the first programming class, and it was C, obviously, right? So I went in with my preparation, with my C and just general introduction. And that time we used to have, I think that time in DCST, some students were, many electronic students were also introducing. So after having spoken for about 40-45 minutes, we had one student, he was a Sardarji student from Chandigarh. So he raised his hand and asked me, "Sir, why C? Why not A or B or any other language? What is this C?" And then suddenly I was shocked, because I didn't have an answer to that. And then I used to, I always thought that, I kind of gained to know that when you go in for a class, as a teacher, you have to be ready for questions, odd questions also. General questions, what you have prepared, an hour or 2 hour or maybe a day or two early, it is all okay, but you have to be ready to face some odd questions also. And for me and my reminiscence of, or my reflection of CCCT, it starts from, I don't know, it's a very, very long time. In fact, it's my entire career there. I have spent or built my entire career in CCCT and ATTC, quarter of a century there. And today, somehow it hurts. Somehow it hurts to say that I'm the ex-principal there. Because deep down inside, you all know, and I know that I'm still part of CCCT, and I still do care, and I still do follow up and see what all activities are going on, in CCCT, and we faculty, we often keep interacting. BB sir and me, we are, anytime he comes up to office, we always meet and we do have our activities. So CCCT is always part of me. I don't think I will ever be able to, say that I'm not part of CCCT. That's what it is. And the entire experience of it is basically the core part of it to say was that in the year 1999, when we started CCCT and ATTC together, we had electronics and hardware maintenance, the part of the program to start for CCCT. So we started it off, and I think Joyce and Rajesh sir, they were also part of the same batch. I think Joyce and Rajesh was part of that batch. I think Karma sir was also part of that batch. So after 1 year, we had to start. I was summoned to the head office, and they told me that we have to start another course. Now, which course can we start? So obviously, I think I pressed on to say that we have to start computer science. So computer science, we didn't have faculty. I was one of the only faculty, and I pressed on. And I think in the year 2000, we started computer science. And it is the only department, I believe, that is still running, including ATTC and CCCT, because DEHM has gone and modified itself to DENC, right? TDM in ATTC has been closed down. So it's DCST, that has been evergreen. It has been evergreen and uh, uh, ever significant, and ever always with so much more to give to the society. So in technical education, from the diploma side to DCST has always been one course which has always been in prominence. Come in and participate, and we still are going strong. We still have. We started off with 15. I think the first batch we took a batch of 15, and then we moved on to 30, which was the real program package. Planned package was 30, and we couldn't think of anything. And I suggested that we already have computer science, our computer equipment in ATTC. Why don't we start computer engineering? Slightly different by name, but then it would be the same. So, despite that, even the computer engineering in ATTC is still flourishing and it's still doing good. And computer science being, my backbone, my background, or one of the pioneers in Sikkim to get in so many, new technologies, including internet. We were one of the pioneers to get internet into Sikkim through VSAT, through EarNet, launch websites, distribute internet connections, and now we are speaking over the internet through various sources. That time we had very very limited sources, and in CCCT, I think while building CCCT, it has been my personal perseverance to always ensure that we build this department with the best of the equipment or the latest equipment at that point of time. So if you see, our server room and the equipments that we have and what we had planned for in the year 2005 and 6 and 7, I think 2006, 7, right now most of the colleges still don't have what we did. How we utilize this is something else, but we thought about it and we got it done and we installed it for the betterment of the students and the experience that we all have today. So that is my reflection for. First, I will just cover up my reflection of the CCCT and to be specific to the CST course. And in computer science, when we have getting the small from the monitors shifting onto the first TFT screens was a big thing to get it all for them, and we had so many reservations from the department, but we still got it done. And and now in computer science, there was many times that we have gone for this curriculum revision. I think we have done the fourth. We are going for the fourth. Three revisions have already been there, and I've always been actively participating. And to say, as we grow now, I have to speak that the computer science DCST faculty that we've had till now have always been so forthcoming. I would say. I think from Dipankar was there. I think Dipankar was also invited. I don't know if he's there. He was one of my first faculty to be there. He left soon after before we shifted to Chisopani. And then we had Prerna ma'am, Vijay, Arvind sir coming in, and then slowly we have and there are many faculty who had joined in, but they did leave in between to join or some other jobs. And what we faculty of DCST we have tried to retain, or we have been able to retain still, are one of the best. Are one of the best in the technical education in the region. They are absolutely hardworking and they are very focused to students' need. and they have over time have developed big leadership roles. So congratulations to all the faculty of DCST in specific, but in general, I have to say that CCCT has been very lucky to retain the entire faculty that we have in CCCT in all the departments and in general, including the administrative staff. We have been able to build a very good team and survive because one thing is there that whenever anybody comes to CCCT, in the first go, it's a beautiful place. It's a wonderful place, not too far from Namchi or Jorthang. It's there in the hills, beautiful place, and a perfect place to study. For students, it's 3 years, and you all know how, I mean, the experience over there. But for faculty to build a career in Chisupani, we all discuss that we are isolated. We are not in the, we are not in a favorable location. And it is so. Yes, I do agree to a greater extent that the location of CCCT being in Chisopani in the interior parts remotely, we've always faced the challenge. But as soon as I want to remind all of you, my dear students, of the 840 bell, the thought for the day, mission vision, the exercise, the morning assembly, until 5 we worked, and we don't know, we did not even realize that in such a remote place, every day we spent time in CCCT as if, like, I mean, we didn't care about the location, so to say. We were very focused to the job, and we got so many cultures developed in CCCT, so many systems developed in CCCT that has been praised even at national level. There are many good practices that other institutes, even the NITTTR or even the Northeast the AICT in very many occasions have cultural activities that we have been doing, unique activities, including the morning assembly, which is unique in technical education as a good practice. And it has been developed it would not have been possible without the support of all the faculty members of CCCT. Work to be done. You can start it with a scratch. It's like a blank page, and you start scribbling around or drawing around for the picture to be made ultimately. And in between, it takes time. It takes persistence. It takes persistence. It takes focus. You cannot just start it for the sake of starting and let go. You have to continuously follow up and get it done. And ultimately, you have to imbibe it as your culture. So my students, who I must have taught you, organizational behavior, organizational culture. It's something that we have developed quite a lot in CCCT, which are unique. And building the computer science department has always been my pride. And in 2008, when I was appointed as HOD for computer science formally. I said that I'm not a HOD because I was the only HOD and I could not afford only to think of DCST. And we all brought, including DCST, all other programs also up. So that is something that may not have happened if I would have simply focused on DCST. We would have been probably in the same place. But we stand as CCCT, and so the CCCT entire, the entire institute is what is our identity. Of course, DCST is something that goes in between and CCCT, within the CCCTians, but we are more proud today to be a CCCTian, and a lot of experience to share. You boys and girls, I know this voice or this tone must be very. Today you may be attentive, but in many of the classes must have put you to sleep quite a lot. So only if some questions are thrust in, then you all will be alive. So at this point of time, before I end him, if there is any specific questions or activities that you want me to talk about, I would think of that, because assimilating so many things in a little bit of time that we have, it's difficult. Otherwise, I'll go on. You and all of you know that I can go on. I can go on for 2-3 hours, but I don't have the time and I don't want to do that. So if there are any specific things that you all want me to talk about, I could do that. Prajwal, if you could moderate.
Sure, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable speech on the same. And our message box is always welcome. So if anyone wants to question our Praveen sir, so they are most welcome. And Praveen sir, we were talking about Dipankar sir. Dipankar sir is also here. If you want to conversate with him, he is also in online, I guess.
Hi, Dipankar. Dipankar, if you can turn on your mic or your phone. Yes.
Dipankar sir,
Yes,
if you are
Dipankar,
here,
I am not able to get you.
maybe he is here, but due to some problem, he is not. Like, it's okay. So anyone have question on the same? Even sir, today is kind of like it was on suddenly. It's a friendship day also. So mostly the old faculties I see all around our guests are mostly old faculties.
Okay, no response from Dipankar.
I can
Oh, yeah.
from before that. Yeah, I can remember that Praveen sir sang a song, "Ye Dost Ke Humne," according to Balden. In 2000, sir, I am from 4 back.
All right. Anybody else might be.
Hello, sir. Good evening, sir. Uh, I'm grown little fat right now due to COVID, and sir, I think you should dye your hair. And sir, I think you should talk about like the stories about ATTC where you took got grass and salary. You didn't get the salary and all these things. Little bit about that because I heard these stories like the struggle you have done because the ATTC and CCT you built from the scratch. So little bit of that I would like you to share, sir, please.
Oh, okay. That's one of my favorite stories, Jigmeet. Maybe that's why it was that I keep telling it so many times. I keep telling it so many times that it's still there. So basically, in the first beginning around March 1999, the then director, technical education, Dr. Jai Kumar, who is the additional chief secretary of tourism department today. So he was there, and we advertised for few faculties, and many of us applied, and I was already in CCCT. CCCT was it has two parts. Okay, CCCT initially was a computer training center. It was a nodal agency for all computer related all computer related works with the department. So it was like a private venture, or not a private venture. It was like a uh, 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 it was under the industries department. Okay. So we used to supply computers. We used to develop softwares. We used to train students in computer applications. DOE, ACC, C and D programs we used to do, and it was a more like a business venture. And in 1999, when the polytechnic was to be formed, we initially gave a proposal of just one polytechnic. So I still remember making the DPR for one polytechnic. That time the World Bank project was to come in. Yes, Praveen, can you please share about your? Uh-huh. Okay, Jigme sir's thing, I'll just say. So we were in that CCCT, not the Polytechnic CCCT, but the other computer center Polytechnic, and Dr. Jaikumar being the head of both, he put us to task that, okay, we will make a Polytechnic, please. I didn't even know what the DPR stood for. So later on, we didn't have internet or anything much at those point of time, but we were the only ones having little bit of resource. So we started making the DPR and started conceptualizing it. And I still remember it was 11 crores that we had placed it, and Jaikumar sir took that to Delhi. So he came back and said, no, 11 crores is too less. We have to make bigger. Then we worked. I still remember working Saturdays, Sundays to get it up to 18 crores. And putting in so many activities. You're just filling in something that you've never thought of, and Saturday, Sunday you've never experienced, and we just churning our head what could be required in an institute, just putting it over there and conceptualizing it. Then after the two or three rounds of those DPR going up and down Delhi, Dr. Jaikumar one day comes to say that no, they said that in one state you all are proposing only one polytechnic. So given this opportunity, why don't you set up more? So we have to now split this up. We have to make two polytechnics. So all of a sudden, we from one polytechnic doing so much of work, we had to make now two polytechnics. And at that point of time, there was also a decision, where will this second polytechnic be? Because one at Bardang was fixed. That is what was being planned, the ATTC part. Then from the government, we got direction that one could be in South Sikkim. One in each district, because the thing has to be distributed. And then we started splitting that DPR into two. And then what would be the name? Because Advanced Technical Training Center was already taken. So that time the CCCT was to be winded off. So I said, let me take this name only. It was relevant. So then we started working on this two project, and I think ATTC both of them was about 80 crores project we got into Sikkim, and both the polytechnics, that's how its establishment came in, just as something I may not have shared. And in the beginning for the polytechnics, for the formality of getting faculty, there was an advertisement, we need faculty, we need engineers to come in. So there were quite a lot. And my experience was, because I was already with Jaikumar sir, I was conducting the interview. Means I was getting Palden sir in, I was getting Lochan sir in, and the interviewers, from CSIO, some few dignitaries had come. The selection of the faculty was going on. So Palden sir's mechanical came, and Palden sir and Lochan was there, and many others, and Bhola sir. Everyone was there, and I was basically conducting the interview. I was not the interviewing panel, but I was getting them, doing the paperwork, this, that. And then we finished off after a very long day. I think 2 days we took, and we finished the interview. And then I was compiling. Then suddenly I went up to Jaikumar sir and said, sir, you have not interviewed me because I am also an applicant. You have not interviewed me. Then even they said that, oh, okay, then you come, we will take a special interview for you. The others one was just, in a way, I'll take a special interview. And my interview was for more than half a day. It was very peculiar, and I was thrilled, so to say, in so much more, because I think at that point of time only one head of NIC, you all know NIC also came, and a lot of technical question was thrown on me by him. And then despite me conducting the interview as if I was an official over there, I did not know I would be selected. And of course, fairly enough, we came in. And I think it was in the month of it was in the month of April. It was in the month of April. So our list had come out. So Jaikumar sir said, go down to Bardang. Your college will be there. Go and be there. So we went there. We went there. And as Bardang is hot and humid during this point of time, we went there. It was called Aramil that time. Okay, woodworking center. It was under the forest department. So there was a little bit of building. I mean, kacha. I mean, wooden structures, 2-3 of them. Jaikumar, some people were working, and so we went there, and we had no students, we had no classes, we had no equipment, we had nothing, and we didn't know what we were supposed to do there. So we went there, me and Paldin sir, we were there. And there's one very unique experience to share. One day we were there, and we were just trying to kill time. We didn't know how to kill time because no activities were there. Then suddenly towards 3 o'clock or so, one truck came. One truck came, and it had a load of stones in it for the construction of a wall over there. So that truck came, and then the driver said like, "Oh, where is the laborers? Where are the laborers?" We said, "We don't have any laborers here." Then he said, "Okay, I'll park my truck here. I'll try and arrange for laborers." He went, and he did not come for a very long time. And then I think it is Paldin sir's initiative. Hey guys, what do you say? So we said, "Fine, let's get in." So we got up onto the truck, and we started unloading the stone. We were practically trying to kill our time. We were trying to be productive. We were trying to be useful. After all, what is there? Nobody is going to see us. But then we started unloading the trucks over there. Soon after, we were about quarter or halfway through, more laborers came in and helped us. So, but that is something that I find that your peers sometimes can make you do some great work. Maybe you don't think about it, but if your friends think about it and you go, you do very normal thing. And I'm very proud of my activities that time, because I think from there a good amount of transformation has happened to me with that experience of being selfless. So today we have this concept of Shramdan. Shramdan means you go and contribute. You don't seek, what you get back from it. You just go and do certain work that needs to be done. So I think that was the first Shramdan I can remember and I can cherish of today to share with my faculty and students over there. Because after all, work is worship, and if there is work, and just because if you can do certain work, you might as well, right? So just because you are not entitled, or you don't need to do that, if you walk away from it, probably you are missing an opportunity. So I think that I see it that it was a godsend opportunity for us to do that Shramdan, and that was great. And coming to the point of Jigme sir's question about salary, we were appointed, given certain no papers also. Just by verbally, okay, you are appointed. So we started working, and we didn't even know what was our salary. It was never told to us. And yeah, we had got appointed, but it was all in the government process happening. We didn't know. So we were working and then setting up, and then incidentally, that time there was one small project. It was, in fact, one of a very impacting project to me. It was the AusAid. AusAid means Australian aid. So Australian government had identified to do one aid program with Sikkim to set up for technical education for us to know. So we were attached to that AusAid program, and it was a great opportunity. First, international, Australians were coming and training us, and we were learning about the Australian system. It's called the TAFE system. and the vocational education system we were learning, and we were being engaged with that, and we didn't even realize that we needed our salaries. So some time we, for months, I would say, it was gone through 2018 and to 1998 to 1999, almost 6 months passed, and we hadn't got our salary. So, and we were all managing, taking loans from our parents. I still remember I had 23,000 loans from my father. I had taken 1,500, 200, 600 loan from him, and he was keeping account of it. And I said, I get my salary, I will pay you. At some point of time, my father started telling me, "Are you going to get it or not? Are you going to get your salary or not?" I said, like, let's be positive. Just now I need some money, give it to me. I will definitely pay back when I get it. So even that time, my father, with all his experience, started having doubts, started having doubts if I will really get my money or not. But then one day we went and approached and said, like, "Sir, I think we need to be paid. It's been about 6 months more. We are appointed, so we don't even know how much we are going to get." So Dr. Jaikumar said, "All right, I'll arrange for some money. I'll arrange for some money for you all." So maybe a week or 10 days later, he called us to Gangtok and he said, "I have arranged for a little bit of money for all of you. Please distribute." So he gave it to me. So that time we were staying in Singtam. So we went back with the money. So it was payday. And it was, I think, about 35, 40,000 rupees we had bought. And I still, the best part of it was we didn't know of that money who was supposed to get how much. But we all thought we were all equal. No one getting more or no one getting less. So one evening we got in some chicken and little feasting, environment. So all were having dinner. So I got up the money, and five of us, we formed a circle, and I started distributing. If there was, at that time we would be, 10 ko bundle or 50 ko bundle or maximum 100 bundle. So I said, "This is mine, this is yours, this is yours, this is yours." And like circularly, I was distributing it, to everyone equally, that a very rustic way. But to me, it seemed what significant it means to me is we were also equal that time. And we didn't know who was working less or thing, but we all were in the same platform. And then there was this last bundle which could not be distributed, so we had to break it. And that point of time, money bundle would be stapled, multiple staples would be there. So we had to break that because we could not distribute. So when I broke it, it would take a little effort to break that, staples. Then uh, I was trying to act smart, and I was trying to act a little more energetic. I squashed it, and 3, 4 of the notes got torn also. So I kept the torn notes, and we all distributed together. And ever since that point of time, and with the appointment, I think I think Anup sir, Subodh sir, and Sham sir's appointment, and till date, the latest faculty, Sujala ma'am or anyone else, from that month onwards till now, we've always distributed CCCT's salary on time, despite us going up and down our economic charts, and ensuring that everyone needed to build a career and build a family. So we have ever since that managed that our salaries are dispersed in time. So that has always been my effort and my dream, and it has come true. So I always, sometimes when we talk of money and all, I try and uh, recite this experience, because it was a unique experience. To many, it may seem that you all were, disadvantaged, but I came out of it, and now today I can speak about it and say, I was one who got to experience it, and and today we're still talking about it even after 24, 25 years. So that is the thing that Jigme sir was trying to relate to and ask me this question. So Jigme, I do hope this story is okay that you wanted to hear.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes. So much more experience. If anyone would want me to say, and then I will try and wind it up. Anything else? It's 4:45. I have. I'll wind up at 5 o'clock.
Thank you so
So
much, sir.
Hi, sir. Vishal here.
hi Vishal.
Sir,
Sir, we have
still,
Suryavanshi sir here.
still
Suryavanshi sir, I can see you. Vishal. Hello sir. Hello sir. Nice to have you, sir. थोड़ा camera नीचे. Sir, please. Hello sir. Hello sir. How are you?
Yeah, fine, fine. How are you?
Good sir. We are all here today for CCCT sir.
Yeah, I was there earlier. I was there for some time. Then they said
When
that
sir?
you are also joining around. I think around 45 minutes I joined. Then again I
Okay.
rejoined just now. They said you are
Okay
coming
sir.
at 4:30. So I
Uh-huh.
thought that I want to meet you.
Sir, where are you, sir, right now? I heard you left NTTF and after that, no contact, sir.
No, I left NTTF in the year 2010. Then I shifted to Mumbai, RPG Group, RP
Yes,
Goenka Group.
yes, sir.
Then recently, I was some few days back, I was in Nagpur
Yes, sir.
in their group only. Then I took
Okay,
a
sir.
voluntary retirement. I came to
Oh,
Karnataka now.
you're back to Dharwad, sir.
Not yet. I am in my wife's house in mother-in-law's house now. So
But
then
you
I will
will
shift
be
to Dharwad.
settling, you will be going back to Dharwad and settling there, no, sir?
Yeah.
So, sir,
So,
Praveen,
welcome.
sir, I think like somebody was asking something. I saw like,
Yeah, Vishal was trying to
brother,
ask.
you should continue.
yes.
Like,
Yes. So, Suryavanshi, sir, we will. I will stay back to hear from you also, sir. You give me 10 minutes time. I will wind up, sir. Yes, Vishal, tell me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I wanted to ask, how are you holding up with your present job? And obviously, you will be missing the CCCT. So, how is the culture there and in CCCT?
Oh
How
my
it's
God. Oh my God, विशाल, I think मेरा मन का बात छूट लिया आपने, है ना? मेरा मन का बात. You know what? I mean, all of you must be thinking I am here with the COE project, Center of Excellence. It's called Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose University of Excellence. It's a frontier program of the present government of Sikkim. So we want to establish the University of Excellence. Having I mean, just to imagine, we want to be at par Oxford, Harvard, Stanford type. All right, and we want to attract students from all over the world and be so specific and specialized with all facilities. That's the general vision. But I am the only one working in this entire project. There are no other people. I don't even have a peon. I don't even have a driver. I don't even have a PS. I don't even have an office. I'm working all alone and I'm doing all my work. I am getting support from Dharma Daju because he's still attached with me. And other than that, in the entire education office, you all may think that it is 1,000 crore project, but I'm working on it all alone. I am today, I'm like a one-man army. I'm like commando. I'm like Sylvester Stallone or Arnold Schwarzenegger type of one-man army kind of a scene it is for me. So I am holding on. So I don't know. That's the best description I can give about my present situation. But in few months of time, there is a we are going to set up my office, and probably September, October, it should be done with, where I will have few dynamic people working with me, forming a team and getting this project done. But अप्रैल से लेके आज तक I am अकेला one man army. I am the commando. I am the what to say? I mean, I am all in all. All in all, in the sense, I do have my higher up bosses like education department secretaries and chief secretaries and ministers and chief minister's office to guide me. But as an office to function, you need an office to function and mobilize. I am Rambo. I am Rambo right now. So that's my present experience, and I'm loving it. I'm liking it because it's a very unique opportunity, and I mean, people don't get this kind of opportunity. You if it's already set up, you go and get inside. You know, well, you just follow a culture or setup. Here, I am to build another institution or another thing, and in a more unique way. The motivation is absolutely high. My adrenaline is high up every day. I mean, in fact, yesterday was holiday Saturday. Today, I mean, I come home. I'm working 24 hours. That's what is in my mind. But I've not still got it. But I'm loving it in the sense that, as I said, in CCCT when I left, we had about 100 people working with me, right? 100 odd, and but the operations were also like that. And now I'm back to only one. But I will set it up, and you all will see that something will come up from here also. So that's what's going on with me right now.
Best of luck, please. Best of luck.
Thank you. All right.
Thank you
So
much, sir. Thank you so much.
yes. Now, Prachal, if I will just say 2 minutes, or just 2 minutes to say, I think today I have mentioned to all my faculty, staff, students, and even to my seniors a few unique experiences that you all wanted to hear. I wanted to, express and share. Of course, there are many, many more I can talk about. The only thing here, I nowadays think and say is when you have the time to work, you have to work not to satisfy anybody. The only person you have to satisfy while you are working is yourself. You work for yourself. You satisfy yourself. The days you spend, the hours you spend, the efforts you put in, the thoughts you put in, you have to you have to be selfless to say that मेरे को क्या मिलेगा इससे नहीं. That is something that I in my general term, I don't want to blanket it, but many people think that okay, you do this work, मेरे को क्या मिलेगा तभी मैं करूंगा. ये नहीं होना चाहिए. I feel that if you are given a job, if you have to do a work, and if you accept to do that work, just go and do it for yourself. किसको दिखाना है, right? So ultimately, this will lead to certain thoughts coming to me. Guys, don't be emotional about it. But I have been thinking, and I have shared this with few of my faculty, that it is my wish that there will come a time, probably it will definitely come a time when I know that I have very less time with me left. There is very less time, maybe days, maybe hours, maybe months left with me, and I am helpless at that point of time. No matter how much of money that I may have, no matter the best of the hospitals I may be in, with the best of the support and family I may be in, I know my time is ticking and it is going to come an end. All of us will get to that position. All of us. There is no escape to that time when you know that time is coming to an end, and that time when you are thinking and recollecting what time, how you have spent your time in your life. I don't want to have a regret that time that, oh, this thing is still to be done. I wish I would have done it otherwise. I wish I could have done a little bit more. I would just want to think that jo bhi maine kiya, at that point of time, under that circumstances, I did my best and I am satisfied. So that is the kind of reminiscence, or that is the kind of thought, that comes to me right now, that of course I could have done so much more, but at that point of time, whatever I did sincerely, I did selflessly, not selfishly, selflessly. And at that point of time, I did my best. That is the kind of thing, satisfaction I want for myself. And I think no better than Suryavanshi sir, who has taught me that. The time we spend in Singtam, in Bardang, and the kind of work Suryavanshi sir taught me how to go about doing the work every day, morning to evening. Enjoy life also, but you work. selflessly. You don't have to report to anyone. You report to yourself. Think to yourself that you have spent your time well. Do it sincerely. Money will come and go, and you can't take your money anywhere. Family will be there to support you, but you can't take your family. It's your thought that will always be there, and those are the thoughts I want to have in a few in those that time. I don't know when that time is, but that time will come. That's the kind of thought I would want to have, and I want to share it with you. I don't know if all of you will agree to my thought or not. It's your own personal, your own personal choices and opinions, but that's what how I think. All right. So with this, I would like to thank the computer science department, especially BJ sir, who have organized this and has been following me up to be part of Reflection One for DCST. This reflection 1, 2, 3 has to go on to infinity. It must always be there as a culture. I would like to thank Prajal for hosting this program. I'd like to special thank to all my senior principals. Suryavanshi sir, I can see your face right now, and it's so humbling to be here today in the platform. I got the opportunity to interact with Newle sir, and all RGK Nair sir, everyone who has been part from NTTF to CCCT, a great contribution you all did. And today we are in this shape because of those until 2014, their contribution with us and giving us a self-reliance that we can also do it. And after 2014, almost 8 years, we have done it also, and CCCT is where we are with so much of lives that we have shaped, so much of careers that we have built, so much of aspirations we have, and I love it. I keep meeting three people today. Yesterday, I think the CBSE results were declared, and today their software was launched, or today or yesterday the software was launched for admission, and it is all CCCTians who have developed this software, good entrepreneurs. All of you, please don't look for work. Get your own work done. Be an entrepreneur. Do your work. 20 lakh, turnover in 1 year, and it's not less. It's a very good beginning. And I would say that all of you must have innovative ideas to get into ventures, and you can do wonders. And I wish all my best to all my students. We will always be proud of all of you who have been part of us in CCCT. And today you are here because you want to cherish this time together. So with this, I would like to end my deliberation. Thank you so much for inviting me and having me here. And all of us, let's have a good time ahead. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Okay, thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for your valuable inputs on your speech and the journey that you shared throughout the CCCT, how you build, how your contribution, and how you have made that CCCT from this now what we have today. So thank you so much for that. So moving ahead to the program, like we have our Mr. Dr. BB Pradhan, sir, who is our principal and director of CCCT. So I would like to request sir to speak and take the speaker panel forward. Thank you so much, sir.
Hello, everybody. Am I
Hello, sir.
audible?
Hello, sir.
Hello, sir. Yes, sir. We can hear you, Dr. TV.
Okay. Thank you so much, Praveen. Once again, I would like to welcome each and everyone to this reflection one on this valedictory function. I was hearing Newle sir, I was hearing Suryavanshi sir. So I don't know whether I interacted with them or not, but surely I interacted with Praveen. So I worked with him when I was in SIST. He was there in facility. I think for about 1.5 years I was with him. So it was a wonderful experience to work with Praveen there in Sisapani. I'm really happy to see this type of program going on. But This is only I found, it's my congratulatory notes should be gone to the GCST department, GCST, Department of Computer Science and Technology. Uh, Likewise, I look forward to have this type of program from other departments as well. I would have been much more happier had it been done at the institute level because we had invited almost all the uh, principals who of this institute who came and worked and saved the institute in the present form. So anyway, nonetheless, it's a good start. I must congratulate the organizers. It is the initiative of the Computer Science and Technology Department, all the students, and the very, very energetic alumni spread across the globe. But that they have come together to make this program happen for the last 1 month. I think uh, 6 Saturdays and 5 Sundays they have conducted. They have about 24, 25 speakers uh, from across the globe. Yesterday I was hearing Krishna from Australia, who is pursuing his higher studies, I think in Canberra. I heard Mike from somewhere from Bangalore, and then I was hearing today Angela sharing. She was my student in SMIT, I think way back in, I don't exactly know, maybe 2002, 3. Uh, I heard Dipankar Maitro also. I heard Jay Kanan from Tamil Nadu. Due to network connectivity, I could not hear Anvi Chetri. But then I could hear, Neole sir, when he was talking, I was thinking he was talking like retired army officer. I can make out because I worked with so many army officers when I was in Manipal. So the way he was delivering his straightforward answers, the way he was talking, the advice and the guidance he was giving, I could understand that this man is a disciplined person from the force. When I was hearing Suryavanshi sir, he was giving a lot of insight. I think he was there in the beginning. So far I understand because when Praveen was talking about Rajesh Suryavanshi sir, I think I was there in SMIT. So even SMIT was in the in the initial phase. I was in Sadhung and shifted to Majita. Maybe as a subject expert, I might have come from mechanical to HPC. Somehow I think I have interacted with him, but I don't remember my interaction with Neole sir. I think, can someone tell me whether RKG Nair sir is there or not today in this group now?
No, sir.
Is
No,
he
sir.
there?
No, sir.
He is not there. Okay. So I had heard about him also. I must thank and congratulate them for the wonderful job to save this CCCT in the present form. They have molded, they have built up a very, very good system. If I have to say something about CCCT, as Praveen was telling me, he was transferred to Center of Excellence, that Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose University of Excellence, which will come up in Chatham, in West Sikkim. So all of a sudden, one day he just dropped me a hint, I may get transferred, so maybe the additional charge will come to you. And now, thereafter, I think a few days later, I got a call from the additional chief secretary. Kindly request you to take over the from Praveen as the additional staff. So maybe I think 4th or 5th of April of this year, I took over from Praveen. And then we started our session from 12th of April, I think after a few days. Because of the pandemic, whole college, there was a circular from the Home Ministry, the Government of India, Ministry of Home Affairs, and then subsequently from Government of Sikkim, and then the college closed down. We had to send all the students back. Therefore, in a real sense, I have not interacted with any of the students as indeed. Maybe helter skelter, I might have met a few of them. I might have interacted. I'll not say I've not interacted with any one of them because I was there in SAST. I was looking after SAST. But then I had one only when we had this Praveen took me to introduce formally as the principal of CCCT also that day. We had a meeting, I think, for about half an hour or 40 minutes in the conference hall. Thereafter, we signed the paper, then we discussed, and then that was it. So thereafter, I don't know much about this faculty members and the students, but as a faculty, as a teacher of an engineering college, and I'm here, the way Praveen and all were busy building the CCCT and ACTC in 1999 and 2000. Now I'm busy building SIST, as well as I'm trying to bring these two the institutes together in a single platform so that one day this institute will have a better and a larger share in the technical education in the state of Sikkim. I'm sure, I'm very happy that the students of the present students of the CCCT, they have organized this, and I am also very happy that the alumni who are scattered all across the globe, who are the top bearers of this institute. So they have also given their time. They have also spoken about their experience. They have also come forward to help the institute in number of ways. See, for a technical institution to grow, to take it forward, what we need to have a very, very good coordination. To tell you briefly, that Sikkim, SMIT, Sikkim Manipal Institute of Technology, has a very, very strong network. That I was the person who built it from 2007. So maybe I think by 2010 or 13, 12 or 11 or 12, I could, I think 10, I could have one alumni meet in Kolkata city. I think it was 2010. So thereafter, maybe in 2013, 14, like that, we started having alumni meet. So this is a way forward. Unless and until we have a good coordination, good networking between the present student, it's all the institute, alma mater, and the pass out students. So the institute will not grow because we'll get a lot of feedback because they know what is there in the institute, they know the shortcomings of the institute, and they are there to help us to, do away with those shortcomings and make the institute a better one for the coming generation. Not only that, they will also help us to mentor the present students in major projects, in mini projects, or any live industrial project. Because as per the new education policy of Government of India, as it was already there with these diploma colleges and the engineering colleges, where we should send students to the university or to the universities also, as well as to the industry for practical training. Actually, that is skill building, to skill them up. So now, as for this new education policy, not only the engineering, now we'll have cross-cultural, multidisciplinary, interdisciplinary subjects coming in, followed by a lot of hands-on training. So the role of the technical education is going to be more, and it will be more visible, and it will be more useful to the society in the coming days. So I'm sure the alumni who have participated here in this reflection 1.0 of CCCT, they will also, help us to make this institute grow. I request all of the alumni, not only of the computer science and technology department, but also the alumni of the electrical engineering, electronics, I think mechanical has not passed, I think civil has passed out. So all these alumni who have passed out and working in reputed firms to come forward, help us by, giving us the opportunity to send our students, their juniors to you for direct mentoring, for building a good technical team. Because without this, it's very difficult to survive in the cutthroat competitive world. Now, a student has to be industry ready. Unless and until the student is given or an individual is given the opportunity to interact with the industry, with the live industrial problem, it will be, he or she will not be ready, industry ready. So the companies, while we don't have connect, they will not allow us to directly, take our students, those companies for light industrial program, training. All companies, if you help us by taking few students initially our program and start taking more students, year on year. So I think that is going to help us to build a good alumni network, good help from this alumni to build up the college, both in terms of training and in terms of placement as well. Because and not only in the this training and placement as well as in admission. Today, if you look at this scenario in India, in 2014-15, there were about 32 lakh seats in engineering colleges. This year in 2021, only 63 colleges have closed down. I'm talking about degree colleges. And the seats in engineering colleges across India is 23 lakhs 28,000. And how many seats will be here? So, how many students that for the, it is about 21, 22 lakhs. So, the number of aspiring candidates to join engineering is less than the available seats in the country. So, this shows the trend of being in the country. But it should not be a setback for us. We should take it as an opportunity and we should try to build ourselves in a better way because we engineers are meant to give outside solutions to the society. Who will build the road? We'll build the machines. We'll give a comfort of Himalaya in Chennai or Bangalore or Calcutta. It is the mechanical engineers, civil engineers, computer engineers. It is the electrical engineers. It's this electronic engineers. So we have to come together and we have to work in a better way for the development of the institute. It was really a very, very beautiful program, crafted by the students and the faculty members of computer science and engineering department. I'm very happy with the Vijay sir. I'm very happy with the students and I'm also happy with Arvind sir and other faculty members. I think Prerna is also there. So everybody, TST department of this CCCT is, I believe, are still ahead of others. They're really doing so. Kudos to the computer science and engineering department of CCCT. As a talk on reflection, Mr. Praveen, he has spoken covering length and breadth of CCCT from the day of its inception, from not getting the salary, working without salary for 6 months, unloading the stones from the truck to building an institute, now heading the same institute, guiding the institute in the, as a leader in a remote area of Sikkim. But what you have done, you all have done, all the principals, all the teachers, your trust bearers, your messengers, they have now spread across the world. They are working. So tomorrow, if I see somebody, if I meet someone in Dubai and he says that, sir, I was a student in CCCT, I worked there under this, that is the kind of pride that we get. Yes, money doesn't matter. What matters in life is the achievement, the success, or the satisfaction, not even success, satisfaction from your work. What satisfaction you derive from the work that you do. So that is kind of that kind of motivation is required. You see, money, who doesn't need money? Everybody needs money to survive. But how much we contribute to build the society? How much we have to build the career of our coming generation? That matters. Today, there were many world leaders during the time of Einstein. But do you remember? Maybe one or two were either very, very good or very, very bad. You'll remember outright the name of Hitler. Maybe you'll remember the name of Mussolini, one or two. But there were hundreds of such countries, even more than that those days. But how many leaders' names you know? But you remember the name of Einstein. You remember the name of Galileo. You remember C.V. Raman from India, the physicist who got Nobel Prize for that Raman effect. Okay, you remember of APJ Abdul Kalam not as a president of India, as a good scientist of India. You remember the Mother Teresa. But we don't, there were so many presidents and prime ministers in India. How many of them you remember? But you read J.J. Thomson in chemistry. You must have read about, must have read about some good doctors, some very famous scientists, but not about those rulers. So, as a teacher, what we do, that should go down in the history in building the nation, in building the career of the institute, and to build the career of the individual student. With this, I would like to once again thank Mr. R.K. Suryavanshi sir for giving his time for CCCT in this to attend this program. I also, though I think he's not there, but I would like to also thank Sri RVK Nair sir, Group Captain S.K. Nevule sir, also Praveen, who is also my friend come brother, so Praveen Pradhan, and all the faculty members of the computer science department and other faculty members also of CCCT, all the students. The program, I think, is hosting the session right from the beginning, and each and everyone. If I have forgotten, if I missed to congratulate or if I have missed to thank any one of you, please don't mind. So it happens with so I don't remember all the names because this is a pandemic time. It is not one-on-one interaction. It is a kind of webinar. So I'm sure we'll definitely do better together. This is a pandemic
Sorry,
time.
Vijay sir.
Vijay. So Zigmi is also here. Zigmi Womsuk is also here. Okay. I must thank Zigmi also, Vijay sir also. And then I was telling that we are passing through this very, very tough time. This is a pandemic time. Somehow we are conducting classes. There are problems of, electricity, not in FISC and CCCT, but in other places, remote places, because many of the students are from other states also, Northeast also. Many students are from this UP, Bihar also, and other states, as well as the remotest part of the state of Sikkim where there is no network connectivity. So they have to go to other places where there is a network. So instead of, network following you to earn the money, you have to follow the network to earn your degree. This is the situation we are facing now. Even then, with all facing with this, remaining within the constraints, facing all these hardships, overcoming these hardships, we are trying our best, and together, I'm sure together we'll definitely make an impact. We'll do the best with this work without holding you all back for a long time. I would like to end my speech here. Once again, I would like to thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so
Thank you,
much,
Dr.
sir.
Bibi.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable presence as a chief guest of the program that we have held because of this online COVID-19 pandemic and all the stuff. So we are coming up with this online series, Alumni Association, and we are really looking forward for that also. Being a final student of DCST, and even I would like to thank Vijay sir for coordinating our all the program. So we are thinking of coming with more over association that can be held in coming days, so we can improve our each and everything from students to the institution.
If
So
we can
thank you
start
so
the
much.
alumni association, can I interject? If we
Yes, sir.
can start the alumni association, if we can form the alumni association, I think it will be better. But the connect should be to the department. Let there be one alumni officer or alumni in charge in the institute. So he or she will coordinate with all the departments, with all the students, and then we'll have a good alumni network. I think we should. It's a high time that CCCT should have one alumni network. So wherever you go, you will get a lot of help, especially the students. If you know someone is there in a company, if you know a UGF senior, if you say, sir, I heard you studied in, you are an alumni from CCCT, and I'm also a student of, I'm looking for a job. Definitely EFC will come and help you. This is what is required now. So I request the students to come forward, not only from BST, but from all the departments, come together. You must be having a groups to come together, form the association, take the help of the teachers. I'll not stop you all from doing this because this is a must nowadays. Okay.
Yes, sir. Sure, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
So, thank you, sir, for putting the light on this alumni association. We are also really looking forward for that thing. So, we have reached to the end of the program. So, I want to call over Mr. Arvind Lal, sir, who is our HOD Department, Computer Science and Technology, for vote of thanks. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Good evening, everybody. Respected
Good evening, sir.
Mr. Dr. B.B. Pradhan, Director, SIST, Principal, CCCT. Our special guest, Mr. Praveen Kumar Pradhan, OSD Higher Education. Special honors, Mr. Dipankar Mehta, Mr. Jaikanan, Miss Angela Chiring, and my dear alumni, as well as dear student. I would like to give my sincere thanks to all of you, those who have joined this alumni and make our program successful. After taking out your busy schedule, you people have joined this program, Reflection 1.0, to make our program successful. I would also like to thank our technical support who are all involved into this reflection to make our program successful. The like our Sanskar, Julia, Binod, Prajal, Pema Galmo, Prem Jyoti, they are all the students who are all involved in making this program to be successful. As well as I would not the last but the least, but the one of the most important person of this program from the beginning of this program. I'm telling who has conceived this idea, our staff, Mr. Vijay Chetri, senior lecturer of computer science, who had initiated this program and bring up to this level. And today we on the closing day. And also, I'd like to thanks to Mr. Prajal who has hosted to this program for making this program successful. And I would, of course, after thanking that you people have graced this program with your support as well as blessings. I like these people to be making sincere support to you all, as well as also I like to thanks to our ex-principals, Mr. Survensi sir, our newly sir, who have joined after their busy schedule and presence and giving their valuable thoughts to our existing student as well as pass out student about the value of life, how to go for that. This I would like to say that you people have required to be have same type of a cooperation as well as your blessings to be continue with the department, because without you people's support we cannot flourish. Your support, blessings in all aspects were required continuously to make our department successful. At last, I would like to thanks to all the departments of the CCCT who have also supported us to directly to make our program successful, as well as from the computer science department, all the staffs who have joined and given the ideas, thoughts, as well as present into the program to make our program successful. At last, I like to thanks everybody who are all involved, as well as to the student who has been witness this program, because without them this program cannot be successful. So with this, I will thanks to everybody. Thank you and goodbye.
Thank you so much, sir. Before leaving, we are taking like online mode. No worries, we can switch on a video. So I would like to request all the guests, all the speakers, those who are present, all the students to switch on their video for just 5 to 6 seconds to take a quick screenshot, so that we can take a photo session over here. Thank you, Albin sir. I want to request each and every guest, faculties, speakers, and everyone. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. Students also please switch on their camera for 4 to 5 seconds, not more than that. We'll take just a screenshot on the same.
1, 2, 3, go. One more. I'll take one more.
छोरा आयो के गर्नु अन्त अब गयो अब यो बटु नगर्नु
One second. I'll take one more. Huh?
ल ए तेरी गर्छ
Jigme sir ko nani is.
होइन एकछिन ल पर्खिँदैछु अब गर्दा पनि ल
एकैछिन ल म एउटा लास्ट क्लिप I'll just take.
भाइ एकछिन बस्नु भाइ भयो
Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Such a good program. Thank
Thank you,
you,
sir.
everyone.
Okay.
Doctor.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you all.
Thank you, alumni. Thank you, alumni. Thank you, my dear students. Thank you, Lal sir.
Hope to see you all in next program. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Prajal.
कहाँबाट आउनुहुन्छ अब चाहिँ मैले याद पनि छैन
आयो जिग्मी सर आयो नानी पनि आयो तपाईँको नानी पनि आयो
कुन चाहिँबाट फोन स्विच अफ गर्नुपर्छ होला है
दामी आएछ पिक्चर पनि
अनि कहाँबाट आयो
ल थ्याङ्क यू संस्कार बाई